Hey, buddy.
Hey, where you at?
I'm at Mama's.
Can you get on or no?
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Let me
Get on real quick.
let me get Amy's here.
I daggum brought the wrong laptop, so the audio's not gonna sound the best. Freaking commercials, but I mean, I just grabbed the wrong laptop.
Let me
If you can't, I can call Doug. I can call. I gotta go live.
I've already got. See, I've got.
Let's go live. Okay, it says it is connecting to YouTube.
.607. I got 3 minutes to start the coach's show. All right. So it says I'm good now. 6 people are watching. All right. It says I should be live now.
Can you hear me?
Am I live?
I got you here, Tim.
Okay. Let me just run a commercial and I'm gonna tell you what I've got. I'll show you what I got. You're gonna probably hear a little background noise. I don't know. Let's see. Let me play. I'm fixing to play your spot.
This is Dusty Holloway, owner of the Holloway Agency, and we are proud supporters of the Crestview Bulldogs. The Holloway Agency is your locally owned and operated insurance agency, and we offer a full line of coverages for all of your home, auto, business, and life insurance needs. Our office is located at 168 West Woodruff Avenue in historic downtown Crestview. Feel free to drop by our office, or you can call us at 850-682-1900. That's 850-682-1900. Or you can go to our website at www.thehollowayagency.com. Go Dogs.
Hey football fans, it's Greg Watson here. You know, the thing about playing a rookie in the most important games is you can expect maximum effort and maximum appreciation for the playing time. Well, I'm your rookie realtor, well coached by the most knowledgeable and experienced people in town at Till and Waters. But with rookie commitment, rookie energy, dedication, and eagerness to give it my all and to get us both real estate wins. Whenever you're considering buying or selling real estate, I hope you would think of Greg Watson. Go to gregwatsonrealestate.com for all the listings in your area.
It sure is hot and humid. It's the dog days of summer. Why is it called dog days? Why not cat days of summer? Dog days got its name for being the hottest days of the year. It got its name from Sirius, the dog star, which by the way is the brightest star in the night sky this time of year.
Yeah, Cadence. Dog days for you means you get to give our dog a cool bath. If your car or truck gets a little boo-boo, Crestview Paint and Body. They can take care of all of your vehicle repairs. 682-5257.
Hey, I'm fixing to go with the coach's show. I was doing a sound check real quick. They said it sounded. You did? Oh crap. Okay. Oh, I thought we were going at 10. Sorry.
Hello, this is Dixie Dan Pilo, your Crestview attorney. Times have changed in the legal profession. There are new and different challenges every day that affect every aspect of your life and legal problem. No longer are the old ways of doing business good enough. One thing has not changed, and that is you must be prepared to take your case to trial to get the justice you deserve. Foul injury law, bringing justice home, by your side, on your side. Call for justice, toll free at 855-902-4277. That's toll free at 855-902-4277.
Can you believe what we're fixing to be talking about? It is football already. It just seems like yesterday, and I'm sitting with Coach Thomas Grant, second-year head coach. Coach, let's go back and recap last year at the end of the year, or you can even just breeze through real quickly how your season went, anything that stood out to you, and then how the year wrapped up playing in a sandbox.
Yes, sir. I thought that, up and down early. I thought we got better as the year went on. Out of our, we had 4 losses in the regular season, and 3 of them were a total of 8 points. So we were in every single game, even the game that was a 2-score game. We had a possession in the 4th quarter with a chance to take a lead and just didn't execute offensively. So, I felt like we were competitive in every game. I thought as the year went on, we learned how to, get over the hump. I thought that was pivotal in the Niceville playoff game where, we kind of led the whole game like the first game, and then they came back, early in the 4th quarter, took the lead, and in the very next possession, we answered to take the lead for good, and then, we held on.
Do you think that those closer games helped you in that Niceville game?
100%. That's why, we're not going to play any, cupcakes. I think you get better by playing, tougher teams, and I think that helps us.
That's right.
So, when, you are fortunate to make the playoffs, you've had experience in those tough, playoff type games. So, that builds experience for you for sure.
That's right. Remind us about the first game against Niceville.
Yeah, no, we let them off the hook game 1. They scored the last 2 possessions. Where I felt like, we dominated
our house.
Yes,
that's
where we
right.
dropped a couple passes.
That's right.
Let them off the hook. So, but yes, sir.
But the revenge was sweet, being it was in the playoffs.
Correct.
Let's finish up the playoffs and how that went for you.
We ended up losing the second round to Bulldogs, which was a very good team. They ended up, losing the state semifinals to Venice, which I think on their team they had 4 or 5 SEC caliber players, and whenever you play good teams like us, you can't turn the ball over. That's something that we did pretty good last year of not turning the ball over in that game. For whatever reason, we had 5 turnovers, and we still had, over 430 yards of offense. We were on pace probably for close to a 600-yard night. Anybody that's around football knows that's insane to have 600 yards of offense. But it was a good experience for the younger guys that are coming back, to be in that type of atmosphere in Gainesville. So I'm excited to build upon that.
Let's talk about that just for a second. How many guys you lost and how many guys is coming back that actually started for you last year?
This is going to be a very young team. We lost 9 seniors on offense, and we lost, I think, 6 or 7 on defense off the top of my head. So we have 2 returning offensive players. That is Lazarius Parks and our center, Michael Foley. And then defense, Maddox Reeves and Michael Payne are the only 2 returner starters that we have on defense. Now, there's a couple of guys that rotated in,
right?
But they just didn't start.
Now, on offense, did Turtle play at all, or on offense last year?
I got an extender.
Very little, maybe in some
the only problem is Corey.
But I'll say this: he's had a great spring, summer, and I'm really excited to see him. I mean, I think tomorrow night, Thursday night, we're going to end up starting 11 sophomores or freshmen. So, very. And, Coach Gillis, he's been around the program a lot. He says, this is by far the youngest we've ever been he can remember in Crestview. So,
something about a young team that's that young, there's a lot of future for you,
absolutely.
Right? There's a lot of upside to a young team.
Absolutely. And I'll say this,
2 or 3 years upside.
And look, I think we're going to be, very competitive this year. I think, kind of like last year, how we were kind of in every game. We just got to learn how to win. I think that's what it's going to be kind of early on, is that these young guys, which are very talented, but they haven't been in that foxhole, in that environment where, every single play matters, and, one play can be the difference between a win and a loss. We talk about all the time, usually there's 5 plays to every game that's going to determine whether you win or lose. And you don't know what those 5 plays are going to be. So you got to make sure that, we're executing and clicking on all cylinders, all the time. So, you're not part of one of those 5 plays in a negative way. But I'm really excited. It's a joy to go to work. To be honest with you, we might have a little bit more firepower offensively with these young guys. There's some guys that have worked their butts off, and there's a lot of good things coming.
Before we go to break, if you look at, and I'm not trying to get you to spill the beans or be negative, but if you look at your team last year, and you break it in segments, receivers, running back, quarterback, line, and then line DBs, linebackers, whatever, where do you feel you're going to have to probably, where's the biggest gap from last year to this year?
Well, without question, it's the offensive line.
Offensive line.
And we talked about it. I got 4 guys that have never taken a varsity snap, starting tomorrow night. 2 are sophomores. One's a senior, and he might be one of the most improved players on the whole team. He's playing at a very high level right now, and the other's a junior. So we're just inexperienced,
Sure.
And that's kind of an obvious answer when you started 4 seniors on the offensive line last year.
So of course, I've been here for, I think, the coach before Brunson was Ellison.
Ellison, and then also, yes, sir.
Ellison, and I had Brunson, and I had Pettis, and now you. Philosophy on year to year changing your approach to the game for the kids. Does that change at all for you, or how do you look at that?
Well, we're going to be a little bit different offensively this year. I think that, most high school coaches would agree that, you can't say I run this system. You got to be able to tweak it to the strengths of your players, because, I'm expecting the big year from Turtle, but Turtle's not Jerome Bradley. So we're tweaking a little bit to kind of fit him a little bit better, what his strengths are. The only high schools that can't do that are the ones that go out and recruit players.
Sure.
And we're not doing that. So
that's right.
So we tweaked it a little bit, to fit Turtle. Now there's some other, options too, but like I said, Turtle's had a great year, and I'm excited to see, how our personnel fits throughout the year.
When we come back, we'll break down what Thursday night is going to look like over in Escambia, the Kickoff Classic. It's changed up a little bit over the year, but we're going to talk about that. And then I would like to know how the weather has affected the Bulldogs. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor here on WAZ 104.7.
Hello, this is Dixie Dan Powell, your Crestview attorney. Times have changed in the legal profession. There are new and different challenges every day that affect every aspect of your life and legal problem. No longer are the old ways of doing business good enough. One thing has not changed, and that is you must be prepared to take your case to trial to get the justice you deserve. Powell Injury Law, bringing justice home, by your side, on your side. Call for justice, toll free at 855-902-4277. That's toll free at 855-902-4277.
We're back with Coach Thomas Grant's second year. We've talked a little bit earlier about not reloading, but maybe rebuilding. Or I don't know what you would feel comfortable, but when you're young,
they have was Kansas, where I went.
The great thing about it is the upside, and that this is only your second year.
Yes,
so it can only get better. But you know what? Coming off of a year, and whenever you come in and you're senior laden, when I was in school, I remember my sophomore year playing baseball. We had a great coach that took a job at LBW, but that senior team had Terry Taylor and those guys. We went all the way to state, and that coach, I'm not saying that he rode the back of that coach, but sometimes in a position when you take a new job, you inherit certain things, right? Inherit talent. So now, would you say that this year is really Coach Thomas Grant's team per se? That you're going to nourish?
Yeah, I know what you're saying, and I would, be devil's advocate and say that's kind of probably more of like a college and pro thing, because they get to handpick their players.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the kids did a very good job of kind of adjusting to me, and to be honest with you, since Coach Hatton was the AD, in the off season for most years, I did the off season stuff anyway. So there was really not any difference.
The transition was smooth.
Very smooth, because Even Coach Hat would tell you he was not a big weight room guy. He let me, do that. So I was in there.
He was a great delegator.
Yeah, yes, he was. Look, and look, I say this, I can't thank him enough for just the years of experience, because he was a mentor to me. He was a best friend to me. He was even like a grandfather, to my kids, so to speak. So
I thought you was just about to say a grandfather to me. I'm like, what grade that on? I mean, you're talking about me now. Hold on just a second. Maybe a father. I was like, what?
Yes, sir. No,
he acts like a grandfather.
To my kids, but he is great.
That's awesome.
With tripping my kids, and like that's one of the special things at Crestview. Not just him, but with Tim Gillis.
Oh yeah, Sweat, all those guys.
Look, it's just a big family there, and I really enjoy it. But I mean, I definitely think that we're continuing to build the culture in the right way. I'm very happy with this senior class, and just all 150 kids in the program. I know obviously kids are going to make some mistakes.
Back up, you said 150 in the program?
With all three teams, there's over 150 kids in the program right now.
Got to be the largest.
It's close. If it's not, it's close.
I mean, that's the first numbers I've ever heard that high before, and I've been doing it now 25 years.
Yeah, right now, just in the football classes alone, I have 152 on my roll.
Now, just off the top of your head, how many of those are seniors?
Oh, 20.
That was quick.
Yeah, I know that.
So you know that,
yes,
and there's a reason why. Well, because you see the future of your team.
In the spring, we had 110 kids out, and that's before the upcoming freshmen coming. So, and in spring,
another 40 or so.
55 were so half were freshmen going to be sophomores. Wow. So
that is awesome. Okay, so we got a little groundwork, and as the year goes, we'll talk about your key players or all of your players individually, or the team individually, lines and stuff like that. Let's talk about Escambia. Let's talk about what you're going to try to accomplish in the Classic, how it sort of changed up. What are people going to see and hear Thursday night?
Well, the format first is each team's going to get 10 plays, and then we're going to rotate from different spots of the field.
Okay.
To my knowledge, there's not any special teams. We may decide to do an extra point if we score, but that would be dead. We just want to make sure all kids are healthy, and special teams is kind of an area where there could be some serious injuries.
Absolutely.
So, the format will be the first 6 plays of my team will be for the starters, and then the next 4 will be thrown some backups in there.
All right, so while we're trying to explain this, when you're talking numbers, it's hard on the radio, but we're getting 10 plays, whoever goes first, and then the opposite team from a certain position. Let's say you run a play and it's 20 yards. You pick it up from there, you go back and run it again, or does it matter?
To my understanding, we're going to move the ball.
Move the ball on those 10 and see what you can do. Okay, so it shows you what you can do.
But if there's a turnover on play 2, we're still going to get 8 more plays.
If I remember last year, you had several series, but they wasn't as many plays. They sort of go down gradually every time you touch the ball.
Usually the further out, we did more plays. So if we started at the minus 35, meaning that if we have 65 yards to go, we got, say 10 plays or 12 plays. And if we went to the plus 40, then we changed it to 8.
And if he was on if he was in the red or something like that,
go like 4 or 6, whatever you wanted to. So, I really love this format. I had started it when
somebody got hurt.
Somebody got hurt, but we started doing it with, I think, the boys in senior year when we went to the spring.
Oh, okay. I thought it might have been Dakota didn't get hurt in that year. No, he got hurt during the game.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. But now it guarantees that each team is getting the same amount of reps, because look, all this is evaluating for the season.
That's little money maker.
Oh, definitely money maker. But I just want to evaluate. I told my guys today, I said, look, I'm going to put you in a situation by calling plays where it may not be the best situation for you, but I'm going to see how you handle it. I'm going to see what we can do, who's going to make plays, who knows the offense on a certain call. So, yes, we're going to, do some things to take advantage of what Escambia does.
Trying to find playmakers.
So we're trying to find people that can make plays and people that can block and people that can tackle and cover, obviously.
So we just sort of touched on the topic a little bit, what you want to see out of this Classic. So one off the table, We don't want nobody to get hurt if possible. So you do that by eliminating special teams and stuff like that, and you know, punting and kicking and all that, because that's where most of all your injuries come from. Most of them. So now you're looking to put them in situations to see how they react.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because look, Escambia, look, you know, I was talking to Ben Saturday. And
they're talented, right?
Very. He thinks this is one of his best defenses he's ever had.
Definitely.
And
well, hey, that's good for you, though.
It is, because it's a good measuring stick, and especially his defensive line. And look, he coached 2 guys on a team that went to the NFL, and he thinks these guys are better or just as good. So, you know, that's going to be a good test for our offensive line. And you know, he had a very good point. If we can block his guys, we won't be able to block anybody. So, you know, it's just a real good test. And you know.
So is this a good? Does this lay a foundation of where you think the baseline would be for the Bulldogs?
You know, well, I mean, look. Anytime you play a team that has, you know, state championship aspirations, and they're a very senior-heavy team, I believe, and they're very talented. Anytime that you get to play them and see, you know, how you measure up,
and it don't count.
It doesn't count, and what you need to work on is really good, because they're definitely one of the most, if not the most talented team on our schedule.
Let's talk briefly about Thursday night, this and next Thursday night. I think we briefly discussed it there at the restaurant. Is it a lot to do with lack of refs?
Yes. For our first home game, yes. I mean, every team in the area kind of has to move at least one game around. And you know, whoever's listening to this, I would encourage you, if you love sports and you love, you know, working with kids, to go join the Officials Association.
Because it's the local on Emerald Coast, is that what it's called?
Miracle Strip.
Miracle Strip.
Right. They're always looking for people. I think the average age right now is like 62. So, I mean, I can imagine what's going to happen in, you know, several years. You know, we need some, you know, younger people to step up and get out there.
That reminds me, I called some of the baseball games, and one of the guys was in there. We were talking, the local painter guy that does the blonde-headed guy, taller, Steve.
Yeah.
So he said the qualified referees to call baseball playoff game is 64. Average. I had nobody younger than 64.
Wow.
To be qualified to call a playoff game in the baseball playoffs.
Wow.
And he told me it was just basically as simple as this. Now, baseball is a little closer to the rowdiness, right? So, but he said, you know, guys don't want to, they cannot, that generation, I'm not saying, you know, but ours, I think you was on the tail end of my generation, but maybe a little, we look at things differently and a little tougher with vocal words or whatever, you know, whatever the case may be, we just got to have people.
Absolutely. And like, I get it, because look, they're out there, you know, yes, they're getting paid, but I mean, they're taking the time out of their day, and I can promise you that nobody wants to mess up. But it's the same reason why, you know, some, you know, coaches are getting out too. I mean, I can promise you nobody wants to win more than I do.
Principles. Whatever.
Just servants in general.
That's right.
In any profession, you know, and but I can promise you that, you know, our coaching staff, we want to win more than anybody. We're going to do the best we can. And look, and no kid wants to drop a pass. No kid wants to fumble or miss a tackle.
That's right.
You know, so they're out there doing the best they can.
That's
right. And again, you know, it's just like life. If you mess up, you got to learn how to handle it, work harder, you know, and just learn how to handle it. So, and that's part of the, you know, one of our biggest messages. You know, it's not only about being a better football player, about, you know, being a better, you know, husband, dad, just person in general, and how you handle it. Yes, you know.
That's awesome.
But yes, I mean, a lot of people in the, whether it's officials, coaches, teachers, you know, just people in the service industry, you know, they're getting out because people think that they can talk to you anyway, and that's probably the worst thing about social media, is that, you know, people think they can say anything and there's no repercussion because we're not face-to-face anymore. It's amazing how that changes.
That's exactly, it does, especially, yeah, when they have to see a guy 6'4", 250 plus, they're not going to talk to you the same way as on a computer, and I get that. Well, let's real quick wrap it up. I appreciate the time tonight, and this is awesome. I can't believe time flew by the way it did, but let's talk about your schedule.
Yes, sir.
And sort of your thoughts about your schedule. We're at the end of our 2-year contract on these, or
yes, sir. So next year we'll
next year you'll revamp.
And I'm assuming that the state's going to kind of look at this 4S and 4M and
4R, whatever it is, or no, or
1R. But
right.
they there's a possibility that they can stay with it. There's a possibility that they could go back to 1A through 8A, whatever. So I'm very,
No, you did it. So what's your thoughts?
I don't like the 4S and 4M.
You do not?
No, because granted. Is it going to be a hurdle to ever be St. Thomas Aquinas or Mount Western? Absolutely. But I feel like everybody in the Panhandle is in a JV league, and because they got to separate us from the Metro team. And
is that a coach's thought?
Well,
are you looking at it as a coach or
as a competitor?
A competitor.
I'm looking at it as a competitor. To be honest with you, because
see, here's my problem with that, Coach, is that we don't have the D1 players that Aquinas has, and that team we played 3 or 4 years ago, they had daggum 15. And so I thought, in a sense, and I get what you're saying, but I thought it sort of separated the talent pool a little bit to where you've got these big guys down in South Florida. We never can compete as far as trying to find talent like they find talent. Let me say that.
Yeah, I think
we couldn't beat them.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem wasn't how we classified. The problem is we don't hold people accountable when it comes to recruiting.
Right.
And people transfers.
That's correct.
That's the problem. If we did that, then there's nothing wrong with 1A through 8A and going to school where you live. And that's part of the problem. I'll say this: the rule was put in place for kids to transfer if they're going to an F school. There's no F schools in Okaloosa County. There's no F schools that I'm aware of in Santa Rosa County.
In Northwest Florida, is
I don't think so, but I know for a fact there's not Okaloosa County. And look, when we had to face the Armwood team, yes, they had 20 transfers. If you eliminate those 20 transfers, we beat the brakes off of them.
We beat the brakes off of them. And matter of fact, coming out of halftime or sometime, I remember Coach Hatton say, "What in the world are we doing in this ball game?" Because we was up.
Yeah, we were up late in the third quarter.
So we played them very well. And I don't mean that in a sense that, I know what you're saying. You don't want to win a championship maybe with not the best competition. I don't know.
Look, and just to be perfectly transparent and honest, this Metro and Suburban does give the Panhandle schools a little bit better opportunity. But just for me, as a
hardcore competitor,
when we have that special class like we had in 2018, I think we have some very young talent coming. Yes, I want the opportunity. I want that opportunity, just the competitor in me, because look, when you look at rosters, Appalachian State didn't have the same roster as Michigan.
No.
Jacksonville State didn't have the same roster as Florida State that year.
That's true.
So I mean, just going back to the, in the Olympics, the Miracle on Ice. With the college to the professionals.
Yeah.
I mean, but it takes a special group to overcome that. But again, that's just the hardcore competitor in me. I know, like I said, some people love it in the Panhandle, and some people are like me.
Right. So as you look at your schedule, did we drop someone from last year, or are they all the same?
The only one was the game in Orlando, and we picked up Rickards.
Okay.
For next Thursday
and that's
night.
next Thursday night, Rickards. So everybody's saying that the scheduling may have moved around a little bit, right? I think, or no, they're identical?
Identical, yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
but we do have 6 home games.
Yes, sir, because, yes, sir, Rickards is coming to us. So
so we picked up that 6. So let's start off. We've got Rickards,
Gulf Breeze, and then Choctaw, and then we're at Pace. Then we're open, and then at Niceville for our first district game, and then Childs comes to us, Mosley comes to us, and then we are at Milton, at Leon.
And then we wrap it up with football.
For Long Beach, yes, sir.
So remind me, what was our record last year, regular season?
6-4.
6-4.
Yes, sir.
So do you use that as a goal, or do you have a different goal, or is that even a worry about a win-loss?
We're going to take it 1 week at a time. Obviously, every team should have one goal at the beginning of the season. Obviously, that's to win the state championship.
That's right.
and that's our goal. We got to get better each week. Obviously, our another goal is to be a district champion, and that's what we're working towards. But with the way they do the playoffs, every game is important. That's kind of how we got in, because I think we played a tough schedule last year. And
it came down to the last game, actually. It was down to the last game, and we were actually waiting. Didn't we have a week to wait because we were open the last week, and some teams had to lose?
Yes, sir. 2 teams had to lose, and it worked out perfectly for us. It jumped up into the 7th seed. 7. And we were able to play Niceville. But I mean, like I tell our kids, we're going to game plan like it's a state championship every single week. If that means we need to throw the ball X amount of times, that means we need to run the ball X amount of times. If we need to go from a 4-man front to a bear, we're going to do whatever it takes, what gives us the best chance to win the game for that week.
And listening to the schedule, we really, you don't really have
no, sir.
You just don't, and you don't know about it for Walton Leon. They can show up at any time, and you don't know.
Absolutely.
Right? Wrap it up on this. Practicing in the weather and the heat this year. It seems like it's been a little hotter.
Yes.
How have you dealt with that?
I mean, it's really hurt our JV and freshmen because they kind of go first. We've had it canceled 3 or 4 times, and I'm not an opponent of the rule personally. I get the rule because there's certain coaches that will abuse the kids out there. I mean, but in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, all right, we haven't practiced in 3 days, but yet we're supposed to play a game on Monday, but yet we can't condition. I mean, to me, that's just as bad.
You can't even do something on the inside.
But there's no run. I mean, there's no room to run on.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. You can lift weights, but you can't go out and do anything on the field at all.
Even with no pads on, I think it's a certain temperature, or just with no helmets. Like it gets to a certain temperature where we can't even walk through. And that's something that I think the state needs to look at and adjust, because I mean, last time I checked, I don't think construction workers have a wet bulb saying they can't, build houses or they can't go on a roof and build roofs. And granted, there's been coaches in the past that have abused this, and obviously the liability. But this is a new age. Most of the coaches understand how important, and nobody wants that burden of a kid passing out or anything.
That's right.
But also, I just think about there's no way that conditional-wise we're going to be ready for a 5 o'clock game in the afternoon. That's going to be hot. Normally we'd cancel it. So
that's right.
But again, that's a big topic of discussion that we need to have in the off season.
And the sad thing about being where we're at, not only do we not recruit, but we have a lot of cancellation because of lightning or heat when your teams on the South County do not, because the Gulf Stream and the wind keeps it cooler and it keeps the lightning off of it.
Yes, sir.
So you're sort of a double whammy in a sense as far as that goes.
We're definitely stuck between a rock and a hard place sometimes, but but that's why since school started, we make sure we go out during our class period and make sure at least we can walk through, and in the short amount of time we have, at least hopefully the kids are understanding what we're trying to do, but yeah, we've definitely lost 3 or 4 days, especially with the JV in practice. I think we've only lost 1 or 2 days with the varsity, to be honest with you.
Everybody healthy? Or
we Parks will not, go this Thursday. He landed on his shoulder kind of funny for the scrimmage we had Saturday, and that's just to make sure he's ready to go.
Right. No use to hurt him more.
Yeah. Appleby kind of has a hamstring issue, so we're just going to hold him out just because. But other than that, I think everybody is ready to go, and I'm really excited to see, how we stack up against Escambia.
Excitement. Let's finish on this word, excitement. If you look at your teams, we broke it down and said, where do you think the biggest gap is? That's the O-line.
Yes, sir.
Where you think that you're excited to see, man, these guys are maybe even be better than last year's team?
Oh, the receiving core. Look, I think, with Carson Colmetz, he's had I can't say how good of offseason he's had. He's been tremendous.
Have more than one target then?
Oh, yes, sir.
Patrick Rogers, is an upcoming sophomore, has, game-breaking speed. Last week at the scrimmage, he had one kickoff return that went for 100 yards. He could be a big-time recruit. Zy Morris is an upcoming freshman that's going to see a lot of playing time. He's already, established himself as, I think, one of the better receivers in the area. Braylon Phillips. We have Austin Stanley, another freshman. He's 6'4", so there's a lot of height. We got Jace Green as a tight end sniffer that can also play the slot. He's 6'2", 220. Might have the softest hands on the team.
Wow.
We had a move in from Utah, Thiele. He's going to take a lot of the load at running back. Thursday night, he's about 5'10", 220.
So by having multiple targets on the outside, that sort of opens up the middle, don't it, a little bit?
Well, it just, teams going to have to decide, what they want to give us, because, I'm a big believer of looking at numbers and leverage. And so if there's obviously a heavy box, we're going to look to throw it. If there's a light box, we're going to look to run it. If they're kind of in between, trying to play both, that's where our RPO, comes in.
Right.
Like I said, we've had a, really good off season. Look, I didn't even mention Appleby. I didn't even mention Parks that are, kind of dealing with some injuries. So, and there's some younger guys that are going to get some opportunity tomorrow night that we brought up. Cobb is, he's going to get opportunities as a sophomore running back. He's kind of a bruiser. I'm really excited to see him play. But I'm just, awesome. We could be more explosive offensively as long as we can get a hat on a hat.
Appreciate it, Coach. Thanks for your time. We'll see you out there. Thanks.
Yes, sir. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
We are out here at Escambia, and we are battling the elements, which is really just the sun, but the internet elements. So it's not, we'll be battling this and we'll probably, since this is our first game, kickoff classic, we'll do our very best we can. We'll probably be bouncing back and forth with the feed, audio, video-wise, just working out some kinks and getting the equipment set up. And it looks like that, there may be over here on this side of Pensacola, not quite the internet that you would think would be in Pensacola, but it looks like that we'll stay on as long as we can, and if we do bounce off, then we'll come right back and on the same feed. If you're watching, Chris, if you see that we do bounce off, just go to a commercial. We'd appreciate that. Do the best we can. Well, we've got Escambia. And just talking to Coach Grant just then, Corey, I'm just going to be honest with you. He said this may be our toughest game this year, and it's just a scrimmage game. This is the best talent we'll see.
Yeah, I looked at them on Max Preps from a season ago. I think they won 8 or 9 games. Got a bunch of guys back, maybe some new faces too. But did I hear that right? This is a exhibition. It's a simulated scrimmage.
Simulated.
I tell you, I know maybe the coaches like that from a rep point of view, but to watch it, it's pretty horrendous.
It is. So here's what's going to happen. Whoever gets the ball first, they'll run 10 plays. They will move the ball. You get 10 plays, and the next team gets 10 plays starting from, say, the 20. And then they may run that series twice, and then they'll move to the 40, run 10 plays each team. And there won't be any punting. There will not be any kicking. Maybe an extra point, but it'll be dead. I think more than anything, like you said, as a fan, it's not real fun to watch. They'll be playing and moving the chains, but there will be no score-keeping type of thing,
I think that's the biggest thing. If they could figure out a way to, have a score, have something on the line,
Well,
I
say that, and I look over there, and the scoreboard's on, but
yeah,
I don't know, how that's going to work. I guess if you get in the end zone, maybe they'll give you 6 points. They'll put 6 points on
maybe.
there.
I hope so.
That would be nice to see. But so tonight, again, the classic. I've seen it over the last 24, 25 years change up where we just go at it. I remember sometimes we'd play varsity first quarter, JV second quarter, ninth grade maybe third quarter, and then varsity again in the fourth quarter, something like that.
Yeah.
It's changed up over the years. And I remember us really keeping score, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was a full game. I mean, 4 quarters,
Yep. So we're going to do the best we can. It's just me and Corey over here tonight, all by our lonesome.
I thought we had
your Papaw and the Gillises.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Well, there's
a couple more.
We're about half of the crowd anyway.
Yeah. The Gillises, the Max Swings, and the Englishes make up half the crowd. Now, I do see a Simmons down there.
Yep.
Simmons is down there.
Yep.
So, but hey, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. I'm interested to see Coach Grant said he's really excited about our wide receiving core. Now, the question is, can Turtle, which is Nathan Nosher, can he get it to our receivers? So that's the biggest thing. If we've got some great talent, you got to have a manager in the backfield that can see it. But he said he's had a great spring or a great summer.
Well, I think we saw Berzan last year. He made a big jump from his junior to senior year.
He did.
Had a really good year last year, so maybe he's made that same improvement.
And being out here outside, we do appreciate actually being on the visitor side. We've got a concession stand behind us, and we're in the shade.
Very thankful for that.
And the home side, it's just like being in the outfield at Atlanta until 8 o'clock. The sun is busting your eyeball sockets out of the back of your head, as Derek would say. And I'm just glad we're at where we're at. But with that being said, the audio probably won't be the greatest. We're again working with just getting the kinks worked out. So y'all bear with us. We'll do the best we can. I do appreciate all of our sponsors. Let me just go over them. And we're adding some more next week, but appreciate the Holloway Agency jumping on board this year. They're going to be sponsoring our kickoff countdown to kickoff. Greg Watson with Till and Waters, they'll be sponsoring the post-game show. Crestview Paint and Body, been with us a long time. Brightney Funeral Service, appreciate Terry. Affordable Homes of Crestview jumped back on this year. I don't know if they was on last year or not. Yes, they've been on. They were. Deborah and her gang do a great job down there. Pile Injury Law. Now, Dixie been with me since 1999 doing the coaches show. Appreciate Dixie. The Cottage, VLM Construction. They jumped on. Lonnie Miller and those guys jumped on last year. And I appreciate Lonnie and their team. You need a new construction or a rebuild or something like that, VLM Construction. Joey, the jeweler. And we've talked about being in the doghouse a lot. And I've got out of the doghouse a few times, just going down on Main Street and seeing Joey. He's been with me for a long time. Appreciate you, Joey. Powell Law Firm. Gillis Powell and his family have been, I think, I was talking to Jenny and one of her when we cut her commercials, and she said almost serving the county almost 80 years with judgeships and lawyers and things. Okaloosa Gas, Big Eddie jumped on last year, and they are sponsoring the halftime show, the band show. I mean, listening to the band, all that stuff, everything we do at halftime will be sponsored by Okaloosa Gas. CQ Roofing, if you need a new roof, CQ Roofing. Chris Coyer and their family has been here since I want to say at least 20-something years. 99 since 1999 maybe. And then Casey Electric. They have been sponsoring the band show. Joe said they sponsored the band show before I even started in 99, so he really don't know. Maybe he's thinking closer to 30 years they have been sponsoring the band show, so we appreciate Casey Electric and all they do. So we've got tonight Escambia
What I'm interested to see is the coach told Escambia coach told, or no, wait a minute. Where is Bennett, the coach? At Bennett?
It's Escambia.
He moved here. Okay. So Bennett talked to Grant and said he thinks he's got 2 NFL guys on here.
Mercy.
So it'll be interesting to see what. My eyeballs got big too when I heard that. So we'll see how that goes.
I'm gonna step out on a limb and say we don't have one, considering we haven't won. Have we had one in the history of the school? I don't think so.
Football?
Yeah.
Your dad would know.
I don't think we have. Hammond's NBA is the only guy.
Yeah, well, Terry Taylor played baseball.
Yeah, we've had a few in baseball.
He pitched. We've had a few in baseball actually. But no, I don't think we've seen anybody in football. Now, this school, for some reason, comes to mind when it comes to NFL. I mean,
staring us right in the face.
Staring at it was Smithfield.
I think he turned out all right.
He turned out okay. But anyways, yeah. Let me do this. Let's go to break. Let's see what they're trying to accomplish here. I want to say that we're going to start at 7 o'clock is what time. Escambia's not on the field just yet. They'll be coming out in a minute. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. Here on WAZ 104.7.
This is Dusty Holloway, owner of the Holloway Agency, and we are proud supporters of the Crestview Bulldogs. The Holloway Agency is your locally owned and operated insurance agency, and we offer a full line of coverages for all of your home, auto, business, and life insurance needs. Our office is located at 168 West Woodruff Avenue in historic downtown Crestview. Feel free to drop by our office, or you can call us at 850-682-1900. That's 850-682-1900. Or you can go to our website at www.thehollowayagency.com. Go Dogs.
Hey, football fans, it's Greg Watson here. You know, the thing about playing a rookie in the most important games is you can expect maximum effort and maximum appreciation for the playing time. Well, I'm your rookie realtor, well coached by the most knowledgeable and experienced people in town at Till & Waters. But with rookie commitment, rookie energy, dedication, and eagerness to give it my all and to get us both real estate wins. Whenever you're considering buying or selling real estate, I hope you would think of Greg Watson. Go to gregwatsonrealestate.com for all the listings in your area.
It sure is hot.
And humid. It's the dog days of summer.
Why is it called dog days? Why not cat days of summer?
Dog days got its name for being the hottest days of the year. It got its name from Sirius, the dog star, which by the way is the brightest star in the night sky this time of year.
Yeah, Cadence. Dog days for you means you get to give our dog a cool bath. If your car or truck gets a little boo-boo, Crestview Paint and Body. They can take care of all of your vehicle repairs. 682-5257.
I want to share a quick story about Brackney Funeral Home. We recently lost our grandmother, and thanks to the kind, professional, and caring staff, it just felt like being with family. She had made all of her decisions in advance, so it was a very seamless process. So thank you, Brackney Funeral Home, for treating our family like yours. If you don't know where they're located, they're at 480 East James Lee Boulevard. That's Highway 90 right across from Twin Hills Park, and their phone number is 850-683-9898. We highly recommend Brackney Funeral Home.
We interrupt this scheduled program for breaking news. Let's go to our correspondent who's standing by at the toll booth of the Mid-Bay Bridge. Kathy, what can you tell us?
It's incredible, Mike. Cars are backed up as far as the eye can see, and they're all headed to Affordable Homes of Crestview.
The manufactured home dealership on Highway 85? Why?
Let's find out. Excuse me, sir. Why are you headed to Affordable Homes of Crestview?
Because we're tired of the cost of living down here. Homes are way too expensive, traffic is a nightmare, and we've had it with the homeowners associations. My old neighbor sold his house in Destin and bought a beautiful new manufactured home and a piece of property for a fraction of the cost of his old house. Now he's got plenty of space and a lot of money left over since they're better built at less than half the price.
Well, there you have it, Mike. They're headed to Affordable Homes of Crestview, where they can enjoy luxury living at affordable prices. Back to you.
Hello, this is Dixie Dan Powell. Just like in the courtroom, you got to be bulldog tough. It takes teamwork to get to the goal line and to win the game. Go Bulldogs. Call us, Powell Injury Law, 850-306-2667. That's 850-306-2667.
Hey, this is Amber with the Cottage Boutique and Formal Wear. Ladies, if you're looking for something for a special occasion, stop in and see us. And for the men, we also offer tuxedo rentals for prom, weddings, and anything that you really need them for. We are open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday from 10 to 1. We're closed on Sundays and Mondays. If you don't know where we're located and you happen to want to stop in and see us, we're at the corner of Wilson Street and Highway 90. And you can also call us anytime at 850-682-2446.
If you're in the market for a brand new custom home, maybe you have some commercial work that needs to be done or remodeling, there's one place to call, and that's VLM Construction Services at 850-305-2959. Lonnie Miller and his crew has been working in Florida and in Alabama for over 30 years. If you're within the sound of my voice, they have plenty of home sites available in Crestview and Baker. Don't hesitate to call for any of your construction needs. 850-305-2959.
Hey football fans, this is Greg Watson with Till & Waters Real Estate, here with a thought for potential home buyers about recent interest changes and their effect on the local market. Fact is, builders and sellers have pretty much adjusted prices to offset interest rate increases, so a monthly payment today is not much different than it was at the beginning of the year. So don't think you might have waited too long to buy a home. Let's get together and find what's out there for you. Drop me a line or give me a call at 256-682-6605, or you can visit my website at gregwatsonrealestate.com.
Let me just tell you this, if you don't shop at Joey the Jewelers for all of your jewelry needs, you're missing out. He has all sorts of specials, and if you're a first responder, military, you need to go down there because there's added discounts just for you. Right now, watches are 20% off, all sorts of specials. You need to go to his Facebook page and find out all the deals. Joey the Jeweler on Main Street in Crestview.
I'm Jenny Powell. I'm one of the attorneys at Powell, Powell & Powell Law Firm. Our family has been vested for over 100 years in Northwest Florida, serving your families for over 70 years. If you're in a car accident, you need a law firm who has the training, skill, and experience necessary to deal with insurance companies so that your case doesn't drag on forever. Let our family take care of your family during your most crucial moments. Just remember, Powell, Powell & Powell Law Firm is here for you. You can always just go to our website at www.powelllawfirm.com.
When my wife and I were looking for a new home, we prioritized two things: the neighborhood and an amazing kitchen. We both love to cook, so the kitchen was an important factor, and we really wanted energy efficiency. Those considerations led us to a natural gas home.
We've heard about clean, affordable, reliable energy. It's true. We grill, heat water, cook, and heat our home with natural gas, and I'm shocked at how little our gas bill is each month. Find out for yourself at okosagas.com.
And we're back. Taking on Escambia. Let's go over the roster. What we have, now I'm not saying that that is, listen, if I've got parents watching, this was given to me at the last second, and I've already been told that there's been changes. So, Corey, how do we deal with that? Do we just make up names? Or we do the best we can? I will say, me and Dusty has made up plenty of names. We've had Michael Jackson play.
Michael Jackson.
We've had.
You got to be a little less obvious.
Well, there was. He just, you know, I mean.
Yeah.
He had the moonwalk. So,
yeah. Oh yeah.
But anyways.
Yeah.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to see what happens. First of all, I would say Escambia's got to get on the field. They're still not on the field. And what time is it right now? Let's see what time.
Well, their captains are out there, but I guess they're going to make a grand run down that big hill ramp entrance over there.
Oh,
they're sitting up there.
I see them over
there. They got
there.
a little music fixing. They're a little early on the music. There it is.
Oh my goodness!
They're going to run down the hill. Here they come.
Let's see what we got.
Or they're going to walk down the hill. That's probably smarter.
Yeah, I don't know if I would run down the hill.
Walk down the hill. One guy in the front slips and your season's over.
Yeah. Well, guess what I lost? I lost my preview TV, so I'm doing this by the My battery, something happened to it. I don't know.
You're feeling it.
It just will not work. So here they come. Now, what'd be more impressive if they had like a gator, like Florida Gators, to come out, out of the tunnel?
Well,
with smoke and everything.
Just the classic.
It's a classic, but that's pretty dramatic being a classic.
I'll say that, especially when we're not very certain. I'm pretty sure we're not keeping score.
Yeah. But hey, that is actually a pretty cool attitude to have in a scrimmage game.
I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, numbers-wise, they have more.
They got a little bit more size. I'm going to be honest with you.
The more bodies, for sure.
Well, Coach told me there's 150 in our program.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, there's 88 on the roster.
We only brought like 25. I feel like Baker only got 13. I don't think Baker's having a team this year.
What?
I heard their coaches flew the coop. I'd like somebody to text me 850-682-1177.
Somebody's fixing
to confirm that, because at the table today they said there's down to 13 guys, and a lot of the coaches split.
Huh.
So I don't know what we're gonna do. That's just not like Baker. Here they come. So we're going to find out where we start. No kicking off. Looks like we're going to start on the 40.
Yep.
Unless they're going to do a free kick and no run back.
I want to say they did that last year.
And just let them kick, but no run back.
Right.
Just see if he can kick it in the end zone. Let him practice. Maybe he'll try an onside kick. I don't know.
Well, we're fixing to find out.
We're going to find out. If you're onside and they don't get it, do we get it? Nah. Not in a scrimmage.
Yeah, it does look like we're going to set up for a kickoff. And
they're just
who is that kicker, Tim? Is that 33?
I think that it is. I'm going to refer to my sheet here. I got nobody on here. He forgot to put his kickers on here.
Well, he's got a number right there. I think
now,
it's
he
33.
did. 33? Well, there ain't that's Ethan Myers.
If it is, 33.
Ethan Myers will be kicking it. And what's going to happen is he's going to kick it, and we will not do a return, because Coach Dunn told me we're not returning the ball. I don't think.
He's kicking this one into the wind. Probably about a 5 to 10 mile an hour wind. So let's see what the strategy is for us right here. He's getting ready to approach. Ball's in the air. He kicks it right down the right hash mark, and it's going to be caught around the 15-yard line. So into the wind, that wasn't too terrible.
No. Especially since he didn't run it back.
Well, yeah, there's that part.
There's that part. Looking at our schedule this year, we the only change, which the other next week is going to be on a Thursday also. Okay, so one of the problems, if you listen to the coaches show, is we are lacking. Oh man, I'm telling you, my
quarterback for Escambia is number 6. He's a senior, Hall, 6'2", 185.
We are lacking umpires or referees.
The Gators are going to, the Gators, aren't they? They're going to start out at their own 40, and did you say they're going to run 10 plays?
10
first
plays.
Down and 10. There's no yardage markers tonight, so bear with us. He steps up in the pocket and lets one go deep, wide open in the middle of the field, but unable to complete the catch is the intended receiver. That was number 4 on the attempt, right, for the intended receiver for
all right, so if you are on YouTube, that's WAZ, you'll see us live. Forgive me, I'm working the camera tonight, producing. I have no cameraman. I tried to lasso my son. He said, Daddy, I don't want to go over there.
Smart.
Very smart.
Second down and 10, and that first play, they had a guy running wide open in the middle of the field, just unable to complete the pass. Single high safety for the Dogs starting off. He's looks about 17 yards off the line of scrimmage. Man in motion for the Gators to the far side, and they're going to run a little option play. They flip it out, and actually it was a lateral pass by the quarterback. They're going to lose about 5 yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and 15 for the Gators. Back them up to their own 35.
Scott, can you text me and give me an idea of where we're at?
I thought he was coming.
Scott, I'm not paying him enough is the problem. He's decided to go on, what do they call that, boycott. He's boycotting me.
It's like doubles formation for the Gators. Ball's on the far hash. Escambia's back to throw, has to evade pressure, scrambles out to the right, looking downfield, and he's going to scamper out of bounds for a gain of about 5. 4th down and 10, but I don't really think that matters.
No, what will happen is they're going to run this play, and if they don't get a first down, they'll go back to the original. They'll go back to 1st and 10 until they get their 10 plays in. So they're just going to work.
Oh, they're going to bring the punt team out.
So they're going to, they're going to punt it, but then they'll get the ball back if they stick with the game plan.
Well, we'll see. So 4th and 12, we'll call it for Escambia. Number 1, Colmetz back deep for the Dogs to receive the punt, which is not going to be live. He's standing around his own 25-yard line. Kicking for the Gator is number 9, Moore. Low snap, and he's
bobbling it
all around, and that's just I'll just go and throw this out there. That's just useless. The ball lands around the 30. And
so why don't
we'll
if
see
you're
what's
going to
fixing
do
to go
if you're going to do that, so now maybe coach is getting on. You know, there's some coaching going on.
Oh yeah,
as
that long snapper is getting some.
But also, right, Coach Grant's saying, "Hey, look, you got to run and catch that. Although it's just a scrimmage, you've got to catch. This is time to practice." So now they're going to reset back at the
40.
40.
1st down and 10.
This is the 5th play of the series.
2 receivers to either side for Escambia. Back to pass again, stepping up, scrambling out to the right, has a man up the far sideline. And this time he has a completion, lost in coverage. The Crestview defender dropped his man when he scrambled, completed all the way down to the Bulldog 20. There is a flag in the backfield, and they're going to call offensive holding. So back him up 10 yards. It's going to bring up 1st down and 20 from the Gator 30-yard line.
While you're calling the game, I'm going to try to work on my little shim here.
Oh, okay.
If I just don't know why I cannot get.
Well, I don't think we need to worry about keeping up with how many plays because it could change.
A lot could change. I'm going to be honest with you.
We're just going to call it 1st down and 20. Escambia starting off with the ball first here in our simulated scrimmage kickoff classic for the 2023 season.
I would love to be able.
2 receivers either side again for the Gators. And they're going to snap at the high snap, and they hit a little quick slant across the middle. He's across the 50 and finally wrestled down inside Bulldog territory around the 36-yard line. Gain of 24 on the play. No, more than that. 34.
Yeah. So, talking to your dad, he said he thought the defense our defense was a little better. If you look at them, offensive defense a little better than offense. So we'll see.
And but now we got, I don't know what. Now we're going to go on offense.
Was that the 10th play?
I don't know.
I'm confused.
This is the problem with this. It just don't make any sense.
And you know what it don't do? It surely don't help us calling the game because we can't get in a rhythm. And
so it was 1st down and 20, and they hit a pass for all the way down to our 31, I believe. And then they brought the ball back, and we're setting up 1st down and 10 again. Escambia still on offense, back at their own 40. Run a little screen, wide receiver screen out to the far side, and he makes a couple men miss. He's across the 50 down to the 45. There is a flag over there on the far sideline. I'll wait to see what that flag's about.
That's what I like to know.
Illegal formation on the Gators. So somebody didn't line up correct. They're going to start back in a hole once again, 1st down and 15 from their own 35-yard line. If you're just joining us, we're not saying the time and the score because there is no time and score.
There's no time. No time.
Or no clock, rather.
No clock. Have you ever played a game where there's no time in football?
We do it once a year.
It feels like baseball.
They're staying in that doubles formation. They do have a new quarterback in. The Gators do. Don't have a number on him yet. High snap, handled by the quarterback. Another completion on a quick slant, and another completion out across the 50 up to the Bulldog 45-yard line. 20-yard passing catch. They're going to mark him down at the Bulldog 44. And they are going to move the change this time. First down and 10 for the Gators.
It does feel pretty good out here.
Gators back at the line of scrimmage. Waiting for a snap, now getting an audible. Crestview staying with a single high safety in the middle of the field. Another high snap. That ball gets away from the quarterback, but I think his running back was able to fall on it right before a Bulldog defender got there. Back him up on their side of the 50. Back to the Gator 47-yard line.
I know that's been 10 plays.
Second down and about 19.
All right.
And we got a couple substitutions on the offense for the Gators. Now they're getting set back up. Quarterback ready to receive the snap. And he's back to pass once again, and another pre-snap flag. That's going to be a false start on the Gators. Back him up another 5. So a little sloppy out the gate for Escambia on some of pre-snap penalties and one holding so far. Moves the ball back almost all the way back to their own 40 at the Escambia, we'll call it 42-yard line.
Your fan in the
I know I can hear it too.
Turn it down to your feet. At least
I'll just do it right there.
Okay.
Escambia's second down and forever. They got to get inside the Bulldog 35-yard line for a first down.
So we must not be doing 10 plays.
I don't know what we're doing.
I don't know.
That's the problem. Tripp's right. And another false start they got away with. They try to run a tunnel screen, and the Bulldogs are all over that one. Gained them about 1 for the Gators. It was a completed pass, but it went for about a yard. Third down and a country mile for Escambia.
Country road.
And I just heard Coach Grant, Crestview is now we're gonna flip, and it's our turn to go on offense, and we'll start from our own 40 as well.
There we go. Y'all deal. If I go off, if YouTube bounces off, because I noticed that our antenna, our internet signal's going from good to marginal. So, you guys, if I do buffer or if I find myself off, somebody can call me or text me. I will reboot, and it'll go right back to the same feed. You'll just have to be looking for it.
Are we gonna call the quarterback Turtle or Nosher?
Turtle or Nosher?
Let's look. Turtle.
You gonna go? I like Turtle.
Let's do Turtle.
Let's do Turtle.
Turtle's in the gun. 3 receiver set for the Dogs, and he's gonna roll out near side, looking for a completion on the near sideline, just out of reach for his intended receiver. That was number 2, Rogers, on the was the intended target. Second down and 10 coming up for the Dogs.
Turtle don't move like a turtle though, so that's good. Good news. Good news. We have several targets, Coach Grant said during the coaches show. About 6 targets to go to.
Another 3 wide receiver set, 2 to the near side, ball pretty much in the middle of the field. They're going to play action pass across the middle, and that one intended pass is broken up. Nice defensive play there by the Gators. Rogers, once again, the intended receiver for Crestview, brings up third down and 10.
So I'm going to pan over here and show you real quick. Like we do have some, we do have a few fans. We got a few fans. Probably parents.
3rd down and 10, balls in the middle of the field. Trips left for Crestview. And Turtle receives a snap, going to try to hit a wide receiver screen, and that is a completed pass to Coleman, but he got blown up as soon as he caught the ball by that Escambia defense, which has been flying to the football so far. 4th down and about 11, lost about a yard on the play coming up for the Dogs. And we've elected to keep our offense out there.
You know what? I had our microphone. Somebody kept on saying they can't hear me, and I kept on turning me up, but it was you. Doggy.
Crestview going for the 4th down and 11. Empty formation, 5 wide receiver set. Turtle rather, is going to fake a quarterback draw and hit a completion out to maybe around the 48, a couple yards shy of a 1st down. So that should reset the chains back to 1st down and 10 for the Dogs from the 40.
All right. Sorry about that. I didn't have the camera focused. I was working on I remember I had you on the microphone over here on this side, and I swapped over, and somebody kept on saying, can't hear you, and I kept on turning you up and turning me down, and I had the course backwards because of that. But anyways, so next Thursday, as I was saying earlier, next Thursday, home game, because no referees. We're playing Rickards instead of the team that went down to Orlando to face us. It's bouncing back and forth, folks. It may be buffering on your end. We'll do our best to keep it going. If it drops off, we'll reboot.
You got a new quarterback in the game now for Crestview.
Could be the freshman.
Is that? I can't get a number, Tim. Is that? It says 12, but I know that's not Appleby. So.
No. That's that freshman kid that is supposed to be pretty good. So we don't want.
That might have been one of those last second corrections.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too.
Handoff up the middle. Do get about 4 yards. Flag over on the far sideline, and I think it was some kind of personal foul. Yeah. 15-yard penalty. So negate the 1st down run, and that's going to back us up 15. All the way down to our own 25-yard line. 1st down and 25 coming up now for Crestview.
We used to have that chant. We sure did. We used to have that chant. I remember.
And Crestview's coming back out to the line of scrimmage. 3 receiver set, looks like. 2 to the near side.
Sorry, I was
wish
working
I had
on
a number on or a name. I know
that's that Ty. Oh man. Well, it says Ty Tyson or Ty Taislin, but I think he called him out as Ty.
He's rolling out to the near side under duress, gets the ball out of his hands, just kind of throws that one away. Nothing really there. 2nd down and 25 coming up on the incompletion.
And good, Daddy. Crystal. Dusty said crystal. Crystal clear.
It's actually kind of manageable. Well, we've said we've been in the hole long enough. We're just going to move it back up there to the 40.
We don't like where we're at. We're going to move it back. Give us a feel-good feeling.
Yeah. We'll just sit back up 1st down and 10 from the 40.
Huh. And right away we see, I don't know what coach's plan was with Turtle and our backup quarterback, but he went to him pretty quick.
Trying to get a play in, and empty, 5 wide receiver set, 3 to the top side. High snap, handled, thrown it over the middle, and incompletion over the middle. That was number 9, Green, the tight end on the intended target, but I think he had number 4, Tayson, open up the far seam, but didn't see him. Maybe 2nd down and 10 coming up. Going to motion into empty. 5 wide receivers now. 3 to the top. Back to pass again. Receiver screen. That ball is going to be in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Tayson. 3rd down and 10, I think. Yeah.
Yep. Escambia got a pretty good crowd over there tonight.
They do.
For a scrimmage game especially. Of course, it's a home game.
Empty once again. 5 wide receivers set. No back in the backfield. This time 3 receivers to the near side. Quarterback's got it. He's going to just kind of quarterback draw it, and that was a quick whistle, not wanting the quarterback to go to the ground maybe. 4th down and about 8. Gain of 2 on the play. And we'll see if we reset or Escambia gets the ball back. I have no idea.
That's the problem. That's what you said when I said I have no idea. You said that's the problem. We should know since they did it last year, but I can't remember.
Well, it was clear as mud last year.
It was. Oh.
They get Escambia on a hard count.
Little hard count action.
Offsides on the 4th down and 7. That's going to move us to about 4th down and 2.
I bet
this is kind of like a game-like situation because we would go for it most likely
that's
in
right.
this position. 4th down and about 3 from the 47.
Let's see if we can get a 1st down right here. Be nice. Again, we're dealing with a freshman quarterback. I'm just going to say right off the bat, freshman quarterback.
3 receivers to the top side.
And he hasn't played quarterback for us, so there you go.
And he's going to hand that ball off, and another quick whistle. But Escambia does stop us right around the line of scrimmage.
They're swapping out.
And now it looks like Escambia might go back on offense.
We're going to have a water break anytime soon? I mean, I sure would like to have a water break because I need a water break. I'm going to be honest with you.
Well, now we're going from the 50, Tim.
We're moving up to the 50.
Tell me we're not going all the way to the 10.
Well, now here's what Coach said. As we move down the field on these series, we cut the plays by 2 or 3 every time.
Okay.
You don't get as many in the series.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. We can only do, about an hour of this? 2 hours at the most? Well, there's no excitement. We're just working on we're working. Haberdashery.
Handoff up the middle for the Gators. Gain of 3. 2nd down and 7.
Now, why are they not getting a quick whistle? You noticed that? They did not get a quick whistle at all.
I did notice that.
And we're getting all the quick whistles. Maybe Coach said, hey, can you just give us a quick whistle?
Just keep us up. Yeah.
Keep us up. We don't want to get hurt. We've got, So Rickards Thursday night at home. Then we have another home. We have 3 home games in a row. Choctaw, I believe it is. And somebody else. I'll look at it in just a second.
Escambia waiting for the snap, and they're going to hand it off again, and he's got a little room. Oh, maybe a gain of 2, and Gator is without a helmet, and official is without a flag. I'm going to guess that might be a another personal foul on the Dogs, maybe.
Oh, no. So let me see here. Help me.
Yeah. Face mask. Hard to argue that one when his helmet was on the ground.
Yeah, that don't help. Hey, the quality's back to good.
Wonderful.
So that's good. All right, here we go. So we've got Rickards Thursday night, like I said. Then it's Gulf Breeze on the 1st. Friday night, Rickards Thursday night, and then the 1st, which is a holiday weekend. So it's going to be Corey.
Is that labor?
Yeah, it's going to be Corey in the head. Half Heavy's going to be there. I'm going to set y'all up, and then I've got a trip to go to. My son's birthday.
Throwing for the end zone, incomplete.
You know where we're going. So, anyways. Then that's on the 1st, Gulf Breeze. Then another home game the following on the 8th is Choctaw. And then on the 15th, we go to Pace. Haven't been to Pace in a while. and then we go to Niceville. Oh, we have a break. There's a week break before we play Niceville. Then we go to Niceville. Then we're back home at Childs, new coach over there. Mosley at home, Milton away, Leon away. No, yes, it is. Oof. And then Fort Walton wrapping it up at home.
Didn't we go to Tallahassee last year for Childs?
It was Childs, yeah.
Help.
Yeah, that was a hot hole. I'm just telling you right now.
Mercy. Second down and 10 for the Gators at the Bulldog 29-yard line. 3 receiver set, 2 to the top. And they're going to run a quarterback read, and he's going to keep it, and he's not going to go anywhere. Nice tackle that time by the Dogs, number 15. Give me a second. And I don't have a 15. Where's 15? Smith? Keyshawn Smith, maybe?
Sounds good.
Senior linebacker.
That sounds great. I have a sponsor that's giving away something a couple games.
Oh.
So I've got to come up with some kind of contest. Maybe, we used to do the spread.
Yeah.
We've been doing the spread for years.
Yeah.
Maybe we'd use it on that, or I don't know. Maybe do all the shares and likes, and then grab those shares and put them in a spinner on the spinning wheel and see who wins.
Gators back to pass, third down and 10, has the completion across the middle and right around the first down yardage, but there is a flag on the play, so we'll hold there.
Thank the Lord for flag. Now, have they really hadn't got in the end zone, right? They probably could have. Maybe no. No? Okay.
I mean, I don't know.
They had a big play and they brought it back.
They would have had it first down at one time, but they
about
were still
the 30
on like
or
the 30, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
So
don't know. It's a mystery. It's a mystery who's winning the ball game, but we can see our players. I know we're supposed to get names out, and, with a roster that we just don't feel too confident about, whenever I got them printed out, I went by Coach, he said, okay, here they are. Corey comes up after I get set up. He comes up about 30 minutes before the game. He goes, hey, man, there's changes. There's changes. Coach Grant's got the new schedule. I said, I just got the new schedule before I left at 2 o'clock or about 2 o'clock. He goes, no, they've changed since then. I'm like, oh, my gosh. So we'll do our best before the night's over with. If I've got family members, I've already got a bunch of people watching us. So if your kid's playing, just bear with us. We'll try to give them a shout-out. If they make a play. I mean, I'm not –
third down in about 17, maybe
scrambling
away from pressure, and they're going to quick whistle it, sack on the play, and I'll get a number here in a second on that sack. Tim, can you see his jersey's kind of scrunched up?
Man, I don't have my glasses. I didn't bring them. I wasn't even thinking about that. I was running around. I was worried about this and that and other thing.
We're going to call that 32, number 32 for the Dogs on the sack. That
all right.
is Stoudemire.
I'll tell you what I do like.
10th grade defensive lineman.
We're swapping it up pretty quick on this set series. That's nice.
Are we back on offense now?
We are.
Wonderful.
Absolutely glorious. I need to get in that bag down there, but I have nobody to run the camera. So I'm waiting for a break. I can't even take a break.
I think it's going to have to be a simulated break.
We're fixing to simulate something. We're going to have a simulator go off here in a minute. We're not careful.
Oh, no, Tim, we're still on defense.
No, say it ain't so. I thought I saw a bunch of change-outs.
I don't know.
Man. I got really excited. Ernie just texted me and said something about 40 plays or something. I couldn't read it real fast.
40 plays. Well, we're getting close.
Got to be 40 plays a half for each one, maybe. Is that what he's saying? Oh, there's a good
outside
defensive play.
zone by the Escambia Gators. Going to lose about 2.
Good defensive play. I'm going to try to slide down there and grab that real quick. I'm going to give it to you.
A couple Dogs involved on the tackle there. Tackle for loss. And I'll say that's number 36 was one of the guys involved. Well, maybe not, because there's not 36 on the roster. Second and 11, ball's on the 49. Back to pass is the Gators, and they have it in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. Was open, would have had enough for a first down. Gonna bring up third down and 11. if you're just tuning in, we're Kickoff Classic over here in Escambia, and it's a simulated scrimmage. So there's no clock, there's no score. So we're basically just alternating back and forth on offense. Both teams are getting a set number of plays from different areas on the field in different situations. 3rd down and 11. Escambia has a completion on the screen and a missed tackle, makes a couple men miss the tackle, and now he is running away from Bulldog defenders, and he is going to take it into the end zone. So there's our first score. Probably won't go up on the scoreboard, but the PA guy loves it. The fight song is coming, and it looks like they are going to attempt the extra point. It'll be dead. There won't be any rushing. But 3rd down and 11, and the quarterback kind of got out of pressure a little bit in the backfield and was able to find a wide receiver screen for a 51-yard touchdown pass and catch for Escambia. That's the first score we've seen tonight. The extra point team now is on the field for the Gators. Waiting for a lineman to run on and get set here. And the snap is down, the hold's down, and the kick's up and good. Oh, no, excuse me, no good. Man, it looked good from here. And I think we lost video for a second. Is that what you said? So our technical team is working on some camera stuff here, and it looks like he might have figured it out.
I have my monitor back. We're fixing to turn into ESPN right now. If I can get rid of these 1,000 cords. It's Dusty and
What
Scott.
was that game last year that you had cords?
I had cords. That was Child's, wasn't it? We had tables, cords. I had cords.
I looked over there, and you were in a mess of cords, and you said, "We're not on the air."
Oh, that was Child's. Wasn't it? Or no?
It was Mosley.
Mosley.
It was Mosley. Oh, nice interception by the Dogs.
Look at here. Look at here. Look at here.
He's gonna get pushed out of bounds, but intercepted. Jumped the route that time. That was number 7, Robinson, freshman.
Hallelujah.
Freshman defensive back with a nice interception for the Dogs.
Nice. All right. It's time for a commercial break. We'll be right back. It's time to hear from Okaloosa. Now, we're going to tighten up on the sound on this. I've got some new I brought the wrong laptop. And so my input doesn't work completely correct, so you're going to hear some background noise just this one game. Sorry about that. All right, here we go.
When my wife and I were looking for a new home, we prioritized 2 things, the neighborhood and an amazing kitchen. We both love to cook, so the kitchen was an important factor, and we really wanted energy efficiency. Those considerations led us to a natural gas home.
We've heard about clean, affordable, reliable energy. It's true. We grill, heat water, cook, and heat our home with natural gas, and I'm shocked at how little our gas bill is each month. Find out for yourself at oklasagas.com.
Listen up. Do you need a new roof? Do you need roof repair? Well, I have a company just for you, CQ Roofing. Hometown roofer since 1999. They're state licensed and insured. Chris Poirier, the owner, is born and raised right here in Crestview, North Okaloosa County. Family owned and operated for 24 years, specializing in shingles and metal. Give them a call, 850-683-4169, or visit their website at cqroofing.com.
Casey Electric has been the longest running sponsor of the Big Red Machine Show, and WAAZ and Crestview High School appreciates Casey Electric for their support. KC Electric has served Okaloosa and Walton County since 1948. That's right, 1948. You've got to be doing something right to be able to say that. KC Electric can handle all your AC, heating, and electrical needs. A Carrier dealer, KC Electric services all brands of AC units. Give KC Electric a call. 682-3037. That's 682-3037.
This is Dusty Holloway, owner of the Holloway Agency, and we are proud supporters of the Crestview Bulldogs. The Holloway Agency is your locally owned and operated insurance agency, and we offer a full line of coverages for all of your home, auto, business, and life insurance needs. Our office is located at 168 West Woodruff Avenue in historic downtown Crestview. Feel free to drop by our office, or you can call us at 850-682-1900. That's 850-682-1900, or you can go to our website at www.thehollowayagency.com. Go Dogs.
Hey football fans, it's Greg Watson here. You know, the thing about playing a rookie in the most important games is you can expect maximum effort and maximum appreciation for the playing time. Well, I'm your rookie realtor, well coached by the most knowledgeable and experienced people in town at Till & Waters. But with rookie commitment, rookie energy, dedication, and eagerness to give it my all and to get us both real estate wins. Whenever you're considering buying or selling real estate, I hope you will think of Greg Watson. Go to gregwatsonrealestate.com for all the listings in your area.
It sure is hot.
And humid. It's the dog days of summer.
Why is it called dog days? Why not cat days of summer?
Dog days got its name for being the hottest days of the year. It got its name from Sirius, the dog star, which by the way is the brightest star in the night sky this time of year.
Yeah, Cadence. Dog days for you means you get to give our dog a cool bath. If your car or truck gets a little boo-boo, Crestview Paint and Body. They can take care of all of your vehicle repairs. 682-5257.
All right, we're back. Little high snap there for Nosher. Handoff, and it's a loss of yardage there. Appreciate all of our sponsors. Hey, I know for a fact we've got people watching out of state.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Grant's in-laws are watching, and I think I don't know where they're from. I have people from Utah watching.
Utah.
You know who it is? Well, I tell you. Well, let me tell you. They said they was going to watch because they come in. You know this Mia girl that Desiree went to school with? That's an ice skater, Olympian ice skater from Crestview. That was Mia's restaurant. And yeah. So her and Desiree went to school. Well, they came to the restaurant yesterday, and they watched my videos from the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
She said she won one time in Utah. So, anyways. They said they'd like to watch some games. That's a long ball. Sorry about that. I wasn't paying attention. Anyways, that might be, if they watch, that might be the farthest. I don't know.
Utah's,
That's a good long ways. Salt Lake.
Mm-hmm.
Now we've got a guy maybe watching in Alaska.
Mercy.
You know Ron Beeman, our BMW guy. Yeah. His son's in Alaska on a Air Force thing. I think it's Air Force, yeah. Something like that. Maybe Army, Air Force. I'm sorry if I don't know.
Well, Crestview is back at it on offense from midfield. First down and 10 for the Dogs. The freshman quarterback in once again. Nosher had a couple series, and they've tag team out, or swapped anyway. Low snap, handled, tries to get the handoff. That ball is blown up. I'm going to go ahead and tell you one thing that we can take away is
offensive line is
our line is a little
small.
Well,
young.
Let's put it this way: their defensive line is
huge,
very impressive,
huge, and that's what Coach thought was going to happen. Just to be honest with you, he said, "Look, their D line is the best we're going to face."
Yeah.
And it's our first game, scrimmage, one starter back. The rest of them didn't play hardly at all last year. And so it's going to be a learning curve, and you're starting off with probably the best D-line you'll face all year. So, it's a good test. It's just I don't know how realistic it is.
Play action pass has a completion to his tight end across the 45 down to about the Gator 41-yard line, a yard short of a first down, third down and about a yard. That was number 9 on the reception. That's Green, the junior tight end.
You want another one?
Yeah.
It's not in Orlando, though.
There'll never be another
Orlando. I like them
What
guys.
was
What was
our buddy?
our
What was our
buddies?
buddy's name?
He had a dog.
He did have a dog.
He had a dog. He talked about his dog, too.
Man, number 3 on a nice inside carry. Hard
Is that our move in?
That's Cobb, sophomore.
I will
running
say
back.
we've got an Hawaiian move in. We've had a few other move ins. It's the first year in a long time that we've had move ins legitimately move to Crestview. You know, they've got a real address working for them.
Some good hard running by Cobb that time. He ran through a couple would-be tacklers.
Would be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we got a little stoppage of play. We're not really sure. Man.
So the reason why we're not saying the score or the time is because there's not a score. If you're just tuning in, no score or time. This is a scrimmage game. Each team gets a set amount of plays. They can do with them what they want to, it seems like, resetting or doing whatever they want to or try to move down the field. And, just working on plays. It's almost like you're watching a practice game with referees almost. Would you say that sort of sounds right? Or
Yeah, I would say exactly like that.
Yeah.
And a fair amount of flags tonight, which is to be expected. First game. He's going up top, has a man over, underthrown just a little.
But he was
underthrown and off his back shoulder.
Did he touch the ball?
Yeah, he did. He had a shot at it.
Well, my daddy says if you can touch the ball, son, you've got to catch the ball. That's the way I was taught.
Number 4, the intended receiver at that time
Let's
for
be
the
honest
Dogs. That's Tayson. Tayson. I don't know. I think I'm going to say Tayson.
There's Coach right there. Coach, come here.
Coach O would go do
We
it.
don't have
Where
the
is
name.
O's got a game.
Well, is that the right name for that?
Hey,
See, where is that him? That's his last name. Do we know, or is it Morrison? The fourth. Is he quarterbacking? Who's that? Who's that quarterback with the orange sock? McSween. He's sitting right here. Jeez, McQueen, like the show. Steve McQueen. Where is he at, Coach? He just gave me this, and then he gave it to me at 2 o'clock, and then Corey comes up and says, "Hey, man, there's a bunch of changes already." I said, "I just got that."
Yeah, here he is right there, number 5.
Number 5.
He's wearing 12, yeah.
He's it's on. So
Tassin or Tayson?
So the freshman.
Yeah.
The freshman, the Ty, is that the freshman, right? Okay, Zai. As in Zion. Zai. But just Z-Y. That's easy spelling.
And it looks like Escambia's back on offense. This time they'll start from the 40.
Man.
Are they going? They go all the way to the 10 or the 20, Coach? Or yeah.
Coach Hatton's is giving Corey the rundown of the way it used to be. Actually, Coach Hatton started this format years ago, and I don't think that
they've been switching.
I don't think that we've had an injury in the last year, and hopefully we won't have an injury this year, and that's what it's really all about.
Yeah.
There's a little breeze. We've got our golf fans with us, the DeWalt battery-operated. Great. You want one? Oh. Not a tree. Anyways, the DeWalt fans was one of the greatest investments of all times. If you're going outside, if you go somewhere, get you a DeWalt or some kind of battery-operated. These 20 volts last about 6 hours. It's a lifesaver. anything outside if you're doing something. I've had them for about 2 or 3 years.
You got it on the
windshield on the golf cart. You fold that golf cart windshield in half,
Yep.
and it's got hooks, and it hooks right there, right in your face.
Escambia steps up, quarterback steps up, and another quick whistle. I got my doubts if we would have tackled him from behind there, but they give us the sack
they give us the tackle.
The tackle
at the line of scrimmage. Next Thursday night at home will be Rickards. Rickards has got one guy they think will go to NFL. This team, they say, has got 2 NFL guys. Bennett does. And coach, everybody's got an NFL guy. Maybe after the Rickards game, we won't see that many more NFL guys. I don't see Gulf Breeze probably having NFL. Fort Walton, Leon, I doubt they got NFL guys on their team. Fort Walton's got a new coach this year. See how that goes.
Escambia trips right, back to pass, steps up, lets it go deep, and that ball should have been intercepted, just overran it a little bit, falls incomplete. And that would have been a turnover on downs, but I would assume we're going to reset it from the 40, or Crestview's going to take back over 1.
Guess what this year is? For me and your daddy. The big 4-0. I remember when my mom and dad had their 40th reunion, I told my wife, I said, man, they are getting old. 40 years. I told them at the time, I'd been out 20 years at the time.
Yeah.
And I told my wife, I said, can you imagine 40 years? And I'm absolutely, my eyes are in the back of my head, not believing that 20 years went by fast. Unbelievable.
Wide receiver screen out to the far side, and he's got some room to run. And he'll get a nice gain of around 15. Flags on the play in the area of holding.
Oh, you know what there's not going to be this year, too? I don't think there's going to be Preps Finals this year. Whenever, what's the guy that did it all those years? Shugart.
Yeah.
He came to Crestview for a basketball game.
That's right.
And he come up and talked to me. He says, yep, they're firing me. There were no more prep footballs. He says, I'm done. I don't watch Channel 3. I don't even watch TV, so I don't even know if he's on. But he said that was the last year of the prep football finals, is what he told me. Unless something changed with his contract or something, so I don't know if he's on.
Didn't they shorten it last year? Wasn't it shorter?
Yeah, it was shorter. It was. And the Nissom guy, he hadn't been on. Shugart had been doing it by himself.
What is I can't remember what I was saying. Never mind.
For Channel 3?
A little confusion, or just a little not confusion.
Confusion.
Conversation going on.
That's a word that we've used a lot tonight. That's on the top 5 list of words used tonight. Is we don't know. They're marking things off. I really don't know.
There's been a lot of personal fouls.
I know that the referees have got to practice. This is a great time for the referees to practice. Does everybody do a kickoff classic? Or are we the only ones?
I can't imagine. I don't know, to be honest.
That's a good question.
That is a good question. I'm going to say not everybody does this.
Not everybody does it. We're internet marginal people, so if we buffer, now it's back to good. I don't get that. I don't know why it bounces around because I'm not touching anything. I'm sure it has to do on the Verizon side. If people are uploading right now or streaming, the more people that stream in this stadium, we're all in the same tower, right? So if you got a lot of people streaming on Facebook or whatever, then probably the speed slows down a little bit is what I'm thinking.
They're going to line up for a 4th down and 9 from the Bulldog 39. 2 receivers to either side, back to pass, goes deep near side and just overthrows his receiver, had a step on his defender. Incomplete though, and it looks like they'll set back up 1st down and 10 from the 40. We'll see what's going on. I don't know.
All right, so here's what I want you to do. Subscribe to this if you haven't already and tap your notification. And then you can also, those little dots up there, those 3 dots, there's a share button inside those 3 dots. You can copy the link and share it with people via text or whatever. If you've got friends that want to watch games this year, they may be, moved away. And like I said, I've got a sponsor. I don't want to say who he is right now or who they are. That's going to be giving away some products during the game. That's going to be cool.
Escambia stays on offense. First down and 10. They find a wide receiver screen, little tunnel screen, and he looks like he's working with a joystick over there, making Bulldog defenders miss all the way inside the 20 down to the 14-yard line. First down and 10 for the Gators.
So Ernie says, I'm getting some text in, 850-682-1177. Ernie said it looks like the first and second string are rotating. And Laura Corbin, I'm sorry, Laura. That's the way I've got you in my phone. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
Well, that's how I know her.
It's okay.
I mean, Rankin, right? Laura Corbin Rankin. She said Choctaw is playing Gulf Breeze tomorrow night. So they're playing.
So they're actually playing a game.
No, I think it's.
We don't know.
No,
Same
I think.
Situation.
Can they play a game?
Of course they can.
Oh, we use it as a classic.
Well, yeah.
Instead of having 2 weeks off, because we've got a week during the thing. You've got.
Well, this is our classic, correct?
Yeah, this don't count for nothing.
Neither does tomorrow for Choctaw.
That's what I just asked. Was it like a classic? Or
yeah,
was it a real game?
I thought you meant, are they actually going to play?
Oh, okay. See, because I don't think if they play tomorrow night, I don't think it's regulated. I mean, I don't think regulators. I don't think. That was a great movie, by the way. You remember that?
Billy the Kid, wasn't that?
No, it was. What was the name of that movie? The Regulators.
Are you sure?
No, it wasn't Billy the Kid. There was a Billy the Kid in it. Emilio Estevez played Billy the Kid, and his other brother, Charlie Sheen. No,
it was
called
Billy the Kid, though.
Well, not yet. No, it was about the Regulators. It was about them guys. Billy Kid was in it, but it didn't have nothing to do. It wasn't focused on Billy the Kid. I don't think. Somebody help me out. Dusty will know. Come on, Dusty. Help me out.
Sweep to the far side. He's going to get tackled just short of the goal line.
Doggone it.
Second down and about 2.
Somebody text me the name of those. There was a
I know the movie you're talking
1
about.
and
There was a couple of them.
Yeah. Great Western.
Young Guns.
Young Guns.
Yep.
Never mind, everybody. Corey got it. Young Gun himself. He got the mind where him and his daddy, that gun, encyclopedias. Are you as good as your daddy on that kind of stuff?
No.
Golly.
No.
Encyclopedia or Wikipedia on stats and all that good stuff.
He rode the bus over here. I got some Coach Morgan stories on the way over.
Did you?
He said, he was talking about the no water days.
Oh, we was talking about 2-a-days, man. He said they did 4.5 hours in the morning, 4.5 hours in the evening. And you didn't get home till 8 o'clock and got back up there at 5 o'clock in the morning.
I don't think you could, even if it was legal, I don't think you'd have a team.
You wouldn't have a team. No, these kids today, it's gotten softer over the last 20 years as far as that kind of stuff. I mean, Coach Pettis, when he left here, he went somewhere and a kid died because of having
the heat. Yeah.
The heat. And I think stuff like that made it controversial. Oh, there we go.
Quarterback Reed, and he'll keep it, and he'll scamper for about 20 up the middle. First down and 10 for the Gators. Yeah, 15, not 20, but close enough.
Yep. But, yeah, I mean, you got it's a total – in the last 40 years, it has really transformed in a lot of things, even the rules of the game. And
I'll say this. I think there's nobody more confused tonight. Oh, almost a nice pass and catch. Threw it right over his shoulder on the far corner of the end zone. Would have been a touchdown, but dropped it. I think the poor guys running the chains tonight are a little. They've got a.
Surely there's no there is chains.
Yeah, there's chains.
There is. That's right. Yeah. They're confused. They're probably like just showed up and said, "Okay, y'all working the chains," and they're like, "What are we doing wrong?" The ball's going backwards.
And another quarterback keeper. And he's now going to look to throw. It has a wide open receiver, and he'll walk that into the end zone for the Gators. That's their second touchdown.
Is that the second touchdown?
And we're not keeping score, but if we were,
it's 14-0.
It's
so the PA guy's getting a lot of practice.
The PA guy,
I can hear him.
I can tell you,
excited.
he is on it. Son.
He's on it.
He's ready.
Get on it. He's on it. Yeah, I'll say that's correct. Did they kick a field goal last time, or did they go for two?
Well, they missed an extra point.
Okay,
so
and it's dead too, right?
It was dead. Yep. They're going to try another one.
Try again, Sam. Let's see. He gets free, man. There's no pressure here, buddy. You can do it. You can do it. Here we go. There we go. Hey, that's good. It's good. It's good. All right, now what? I'll tell you what we're going to do. It's break time. Let's give some sponsors some love.
We recently lost our grandmother, and thanks to the kind, professional, and caring staff, it just felt like being with family. She had made all of her decisions in advance, so it was a very seamless process. So thank you, Brackney Funeral Home, for treating our family like yours. If you don't know where they're located, they're at 480 East James Lee Boulevard. That's Highway 90 right across from Twin Hills Park, and their phone number is 850-683-9898. We highly recommend Brackney Funeral Home.
We interrupt this scheduled program for breaking news. Let's go to our correspondent who's standing by at the toll booth of the Mid-Bay Bridge. Kathy, what can you tell us?
It's incredible, Mike. Cars are backed up as far as the eye can see, and they're all headed to Affordable Homes of Crestview.
The manufactured home dealership on Highway 85? Why?
Let's find out. Excuse me, sir. Why are you headed to Affordable Homes of Crestview?
Because we're tired of the cost of living down here. Homes are way too expensive, traffic is a nightmare, and we've had it with the homeowners associations. My old neighbor sold his house in Destin and bought a beautiful new manufactured home and a piece of property for a fraction of the cost of his old house. Now he's got plenty of space and a lot of money left over since they're better built at less than half the price.
Well, there you have it, Mike. They're headed to Affordable Homes of Crestview, where they can enjoy luxury living at affordable prices. Back to you.
Hello, this is Dixie Dan Powell. Just like in the courtroom, you got to be bulldog tough. It takes teamwork to get to the goal line and to win the game. Go Bulldogs. Call us, Powell Injury Law, 850-306-2667. That's 850-306-2667.
Hey, this is Amber with the Cottage Boutique and Formal Wear. Ladies, if you're looking for something for a special occasion, stop in and see us. And for the men, we also offer tuxedo rentals for prom, weddings, and anything that you really need them for. We are open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday from 10 to 1. We're closed on Sundays and Mondays. If you don't know where we're located and you happen to want to stop in and see us, we're at the corner of Wilson Street and Highway 90. And you can also call us anytime at 850-682-2446.
We're back. If you're watching online, we just kept it on the game because we don't know what's going on. But the Bulldogs do have it close to the red zone due to the fact that we started close to the red zone on our possession, or they just moved it during our possession up there. I'm not sure how that works. Nosher, quarterback. He's going to toss it across the middle. Caught. I don't have a number on that. Number 2. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's Tula. I don't know who that number is. Hold on just a second. That's Patrick Rogers. That's who that is. Patrick Rogers, number 2. Shotgun formation for the Bulldogs. Nosher rolls out here to the near side. He drops back. He's going to throw a ball down the middle. Oh, it's intercepted by the Gators. Now, the great thing about this, if he gets out of bounds, No quick whistle here, let me tell you. Escambia coach said, no, we're playing to the death. Guess what? It's still Crestview's ball. After an interception, it's still Crestview ball because of the I will say that Escambia has scored 2 touchdowns tonight. They've moved the ball pretty well. Bulldogs playing with a brand new offensive line. The center has come back, but these are young guys that hasn't played in this scenario. They didn't play. Coach said they didn't play last year. And senior laden team last year, he said we lost 7 or 8 offensive starters. We only got 2 coming back on defense. Nosher again, he's going to hand off to the big fullback, and he broke that tackle. That's a big old joker right there. Who is that? Number 13. That's that Ville Tortellini. What are you, Dusty, how do you pronounce that? T-O-L-U-T-A-U. Toluta. I knew I'd figure it out. Thank you, Dusty. Dusty was one of the greatest in figuring out these hard names. Corey, you're not quite as sharp as Dusty on these big names, these like 12-letter names. He never got a parent to call or anything on him.
Silver-tongued one.
He's a slicker now. He was a slicker. Retired 3 or 4 times over the years. He pulled a Brett Favre on me a couple times. He told me, I remember, it's so funny. He gave a speech. He was almost in tears. My kids are coming to high school. I got to be with them. That joker woke up next year and said, my kids don't want to be with me. They're in the state. Hey, man, dude, my kid, I think I'm going to go ahead and come out of retirement. He didn't even last a year.
I'm going to tell you, I just had almost a full-on blown allergic reaction to something.
Uh-oh.
Some serious sneezing going on. And a serious throwaway that time by McQueen.
McQueen. How about that?
I'll say this, he looks the part.
He looks the part. He looks, and he come out of nowhere. Was he even on the team last year? I don't remember. Are you okay, buddy?
I'm all right. I just got some
haberdashery
drainage going on.
Oh, my goodness.
I would assume that he would have been on the freshman team last year.
He may have been. Is he a sophomore?
Yeah.
Orange shoes, McQueen. Shotgun formation. He hands off to his tailback right up the middle. There's nowhere to go in that sea of orange. And I mean a sea because those boys are huge.
I'll tell you, Escambia, they're quick. They're quick to the football.
Yes, they are.
Well, we got 3rd down and about 8 from the Gator 38, we'll call it. 3 receivers up top. Queen back to pass, going to hit a little tunnel screen out to the far side, has the completion.
Could have been one of our better plays tonight.
25 down to around the 23-yard line, 1st down and 10, if they move the change. And they will.
Yeah, that looked pretty.
Number 4 on the reception.
Yes, the freshman, Zai.
Number 4 is.
I'll be right back, people.
Number 11, Stanley. Yeah, number 4, Tayson on the reception. We got a little timeout. You want to take a timeout? We got a timeout.
If you're in the market for a brand new custom home, maybe you have some commercial work that needs to be done or remodeling, there's one place to call, and that's VLM Construction Services at 850-305-2959. Lonnie Miller and his crew has been working in Florida and in Alabama for over 30 years. If you're within the sound of my voice, they have plenty of home sites available in Crestview and Baker. Don't hesitate to call for any of your construction needs. 850-305-2959.
Hey football fans, this is Greg Watson with Till & Waters Real Estate, here with a thought for potential home buyers about recent interest changes and their effect on the local market. Fact is, builders and sellers have pretty much adjusted prices to offset interest rate increases. So a monthly payment today is not much different than it was at the beginning of the year. So don't think you might have waited too long to buy a home. Let's get together and find what's out there for you. Drop me a line or give me a call at 256-682-6605, or you can visit my website at gregwatsonrealestate.com.
And we're back. We've moved the ball down to the red zone now, so I'm wondering, I doubt, it don't feel like there's going to be a halftime.
No, they're going goal line here from the 10, first down and goal. Coach Hatton just walked by and said they're either going to go 2 or 3 series apiece on this, and then that might be it, Tim.
Okay.
I would imagine they're not going to. Well, inside give, fighting for the goal line, going to come up just short, third down and goal for the Gators. We might be getting towards the end, I think.
Yeah, well, hey, again, it is a sort of what you'd call a scrimmage.
Mm-hmm.
And it was nice to see the kids get a chance to see really good talent. You're looking at a team here that's probably going to go deep in the playoffs again, probably farther than they did last year. I think they went to the second round last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Back to pass. Evading pressure, scrambling out to the near side. Now has a man, but just overthrows him in the end zone. That'll bring up fourth down and goal from about the 1 yard line.
Be interesting to see what our package looks like down inside the red zone. Bigger? Is it going to be, a couple running backs? Is he going to spread them out? Maybe he'll do both. Does it seem dark out there to you?
It is dark a little bit.
I'm going to be honest with you. That side seems darker than the other side, and it may just be me, but
it's not. They got some dark spots on the whites.
A couple dark, but it just seems dark. Now, even probably now. So this is a false advertisement. This my monitor.
Yeah,
look at that down there.
Yeah.
That's YouTube down here on the bottom down here. So see how dark it is. Yeah. Look at the shadows. So it's just probably readjusting the light bulbs. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, they probably need to angle a couple of them a little differently.
I'll say this: the Orlando lights were unbelievable. Good play by the Dogs there defensively.
Number 25 on the sack that time. That was fourth down and goal Number 25 is Max Anderson, sophomore defensive back.
Looks like we're going to change them out, possibly.
They're going to do another offensive series, so they're going to set back up first down and goal from a 10.
All right.
I think. Well, hold on. No,
we'll
I
take
guess
a
we're
break.
going to go on offense.
Yeah.
So we're going to alternate now every series.
Okay. I was going to take a break. I tell you what, let me take a break real quick.
Let me just tell you this. If you don't shop at Joey the Jewelers for all of your jewelry needs, you're missing out. He has all sorts of specials, and if you're a first responder, military, you need to go down there because there's added discounts just for you. Right now, watches are 20% off, all sorts of specials. You need to go to his Facebook page and find out all the deals. Joey the Jeweler on Main Street in Crestview.
I'm Jenny Powell. I'm one of the attorneys at Powell & Powell Law Firm. Our family has been vested for over 100 years in Northwest Florida, serving your families for over 70 years. If you're in a car accident, you need a law firm who has the training, skill, and experience necessary to deal with insurance companies so that your case doesn't drag on forever. Let our family take care of your family during your most crucial moments. Just remember, Powell & Powell Law Firm is here for you. You can always just go to our website at www.powelllawfirm.com.
When my wife and I were looking for a new home, we prioritized two things: the neighborhood and an amazing kitchen. We both love to cook, so the kitchen was an important factor, and we really wanted energy efficiency. Those considerations led us to a natural gas home.
We've heard about clean, affordable, reliable energy. It's true. We grill, heat water, cook, and heat our home with natural gas, and I'm shocked at how little our gas bill is each month. Find out for yourself at oklasagas.com.
And we are back. We're seeing things on the field right now that's
startling.
Is startling a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and show you in just a second. I want to just show you here.
Crestview had a sack caught on him. First down and goal from like the 25-yard line. Little option play, pitch out.
Should be a flag
to the far side. Number 2 on the carry for the Dogs.
That was an Adam Phillips tackle right there. Look at here. Here's what I'm talking about, people. If you're on YouTube, there's going to be a halftime show.
Is it? Maybe they're performing after the game.
Maybe they're going to practice too, and we're going to be on the bus. Okay, here we go.
Second down and goal from about the 10-yard line. So we got it back to the original line of scrimmage. 3 receivers to the near side, trips right, 1 man in the backfield behind his quarterback.
Is that Nosher?
Yep, Turtle trying to get the signal from the sidelines, and he does. He has the snap, looking to throw, now pulling it down and tries to scramble up the middle. He's going to lose maybe 1 yard on the play. Third down and goal rather from the 11.
Defensive line for Escambia, strong.
Yes.
Is that a legit word?
Very strong.
Is that the proper vocabulary? Is that a good definition word for the defensive line of Escambia? Strong, big, fast, athletic, very talented. Probably have a couple D1 guys out there on that side of the field for sure.
Crestview set back up, trips right, ball on the far hash. Turtle has it, looking to pass, under pressure, gets it out, has the completion, but is tackled hard after a gain of about 2. Fourth down and goal from the 8-yard line coming up for the Dogs.
Number 1, give me a name.
Number 1.
Is that Cole Metz?
Number 1 is Cole Metz.
Yeah, Cole Metz. They said he got good hands and he's fast for a white boy.
He held on to that one because he got
hit hard.
He paid for it.
He paid for it. Yep. Rickers next Thursday night. If you're just tuning in, another Thursday night game because of lack of referees. Trying to recruit some referees. Scott, I found out they're hiring. Scott had talked. I don't want to loot my sideline guy, but Half Heavy was thinking about making $150 a game.
Could he do both?
That would be
mic him up.
Mic him up. That's a good idea.
In and out of the intended receiver for the Dogs.
Rogers, I think. No? What number is that?
I believe it is, yeah.
Yeah, Rogers. And that is it.
Tim, I think it's halftime.
It is halftime. What are we going to do?
Tim, what time is it?
I don't know, but we didn't even have stats. We don't have anything for halftime. Okaloosa Gas has got the halftime show tonight, but
well, let's let the Gator Band take it. Or our sponsors.
Yeah, let's do a sponsor break, and when they get playing, they're going to be facing that way, and I don't have a microphone on that side of the field.
Where's
so
Scott?
I may have Chris in a minute. Let me do a couple commercials, and then we'll figure it out.
Listen up.
All right, we're back. Sorry about that. There's a little buffering action going on there. And it just so happened at a good time, though. It was the halftime break, so the band hasn't even started yet. So we're going to pick it up where it left off. I believe Casey Electric was running their spot, and we'll be right back.
Casey Electric has been the longest running sponsor of the Big Red Machine Show, and WAAZ and Crestview High School appreciates Casey Electric for their support. Casey Electric has served Okaloosa and Walton County since 1948. That's right, 1948. You've got to be doing something right to be able to say that. Casey Electric can handle all your AC, heating, and electrical needs. A Carrier dealer, Casey Electric services all brands of AC units. Give Casey Electric a call. 682-3037. That's 682-3037.
This is Dusty Holloway, owner of the Holloway Agency, and we are proud supporters of the Crestview Bulldogs. The Holloway Agency is your locally owned and operated insurance agency, and we offer a full line of coverages for all of your home, auto, business, and life insurance needs. Our office is located at 168 West Woodruff Avenue in historic downtown Crestview. Feel free to drop by our office, or you can call us at 850-682-1900. That's 850-682-1900. Or you can go to our website at www.thehollowayagency.com. Go Dogs.
Hey football fans, it's Greg Watson here. You know, the thing about playing a rookie in the most important games is you can expect maximum effort and maximum appreciation for the playing time. Well, I'm your rookie realtor, well coached by the most knowledgeable and experienced people in town at Till and Waters. But with rookie commitment, rookie energy, dedication, and eagerness to give it my all and to get us both real estate wins. Whenever you're considering buying or selling real estate, I hope you will think of Greg Watson. Go to gregwatsonrealestate.com for all the listings in your area.
It sure is hot.
And humid. It's the dog days of summer.
Why is it called dog days? Why not cat days of summer?
Dog days got its name for being the hottest days of the year. It got its name from Sirius, the dog star, which by the way is the brightest star in the night sky this time of year.
Yeah, Cadence. Dog days for you means you get to give our dog a cool bath. If your car or truck gets a little boo-boo, Crestview Paint and Body. They can take care of all of your vehicle repairs. 682-5257.
I want to share a quick story about Brackney Funeral Home. We recently lost our grandmother, and thanks to the kind, professional, and caring staff, it just felt like being with family. She had made all of her decisions in advance, so it was a very seamless process. So thank you, Brackney Funeral Home, for treating our family like yours. If you don't know where they're located, they're at 480 East James Lee Boulevard. That's Highway 90 right across from Twin Hills Park, and their phone number is 850-683-9898. We highly recommend Brackney Funeral Home.
I got different ones.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. Chris is taking it back at the station, and with the situation we're at right now, our band's not playing. They're faced at the other side. The quality wouldn't be – I don't think you'll be able to hear their band even if I turned it up. We'll try. We're not going to try to produce it on the radio, but we'll leave it here live since we've got a good connection again. You'll just have to – I'm using the same feed on YouTube, guys, when I went off. So hopefully the people will find it. You shouldn't have to reshare it. But I'm going to turn it. I just don't know if you'll be able to hear it or not. I'm going to see if you can. Let me just turn it the volume on this microphone and see if there's any way possible. I think you can hear it a little bit. So there's where we're at halftime. We're in the end zone. And Escambia just playing a couple songs, it sounds like. We didn't catch it. But I don't know how many more plays we're going to run, but if it's the same amount as it was first half, Ernie, is there a gun? Put it to me. No, but anyways, I don't know what Coach Grant's. I don't know what they're going to try second half. They may go through the whole thing, but maybe half the plays, maybe. I'm not for sure, but we'll see. We're just going to leave it right here, and I'll tell you what. Your first thoughts about there wasn't we had a few good plays. There was a tunnel screen that looked good. There was a pass across the middle. Do we have any good runs, against that D-line? It may have been tough, huh?
I have to be honest with you, on both sides, there hasn't been a lot of running.
There hasn't.
Either way.
That's right.
A lot of passing from both sides. I think offensively, obviously we've talked about we're struggling up front, keeping them off of us, and that's just kind of throwing all the timing and the reads and the rhythm. Now, one thing that you can do to kind of keep those guys is to run it a little more, and that way they're not just pin their ears back and just coming after the quarterback. But,
so, would you say it's 14-0 right now, or do you think maybe 3 touchdowns probably, huh?
Well, they've only scored 2.
I know they have, but now that one possession, they got down to like the 30, 25, and they moved them back to the 50 for some reason, and they ran some more plays. Don't know what that would have turned into be, but they have scored twice.
Yeah.
They've got in the end zone twice.
We haven't got it.
We have not, even in our red zone. Now, did they do a red zone run? Did they score? Yeah. They didn't score a red zone run, did they?
Neither one of us did.
Oh, okay. So, again, just taking a break here. If you're on YouTube, I would just say go to the refrigerator. Give us a second because we don't have a lot to talk about. I've talked about the schedule. I'll go over it one more time. Next Thursday, if you just tuned in, is Rickards. And they have got a running back. They say it's going to be NFL caliber type stuff. So that'll be interesting. And then our first Friday night game on September the 1st is against Gulf Breeze. And then one more, so we have 3 home games next Thursday, and then the next 2 Friday nights, the 1st and the 8th. That'll be against Choctaw. Laura will be coming up there. And then we go away for a couple games. Pace is away on the 15th, and then we have Friday night off. And then the 29th away is Niceville. And then the 6th is home against Childs. And then the 13th is homecoming. You'll be doing that with Dusty.
Really?
Yes.
Help me.
I'm going to, now I may show up late, I don't know, but our class reunion is having a dinner at the restaurant, and I want to be there.
Okay. Well, that's.
I like to see, there's a lot of people I hadn't seen. And
Dusty's coming out of retirement.
Dusty's going to come out of retirement. He was going to help you on the 1st, but he's going to be out of town too. So Half Heavy's going to have to help you on the 1st. And so that's Mosley is the that might be a little scary game for that was where it was foggy and nasty and you looked over. We was in the stands.
It was the Mosley game.
It was the Mosley game. You looked over and you were just talking.
You were swimming in the court.
I was swimming up. I couldn't get nothing on. And you were over there just working it, man. You was just all over. You looked over there, and
I sent it back to you for commercial. You didn't even have a headset on.
I know it. You said, man, I said, dude, we're not even on. You're like, dude, I've been calling the game for the last 10 minutes. That was an internet nightmare. Anyways, and then we go away after the homecoming game on the 20th of October and the 26th we're on the road. So Milton over there, but guess what we get to do over at Milton? Pig stickers.
I've been waiting for 2 years.
Shish kebabs. Shish kebabs. And then Leon is away. I don't know what they offer. Maybe they offer something good.
A Brazilian steakhouse.
A Brazilian steakhouse. We went up to that Brazilian steakhouse, and it was a Mexican restaurant. Is that what it was?
It was.
Sapsucker. False advertisement on Google or whatever.
It wasn't even a restaurant. It was like
it was like something. What was it?
I don't know.
Indian?
I couldn't tell you.
I don't know. And then we wrap it up on the 3rd of November. Maybe it'll be cool then. Fort Walton Beach. Wrapping it up. And then we have an open week, I think, before the playoffs.
Again? Yeah.
I think so, yes. Because we had that week off last year. I think it's like the 10th or something like that, 9th or 10th. And then the playoffs start the following Friday night. So, again, we are in 4S. So, if you win your district you're in, you could be 1 through 8 seed because that's a point deal. But if you win your district, you're automatically in. And then there's 4 districts in our section. So if you win, you're in, and then the other 4 is based off of points.
So like we said earlier, every game counts.
Every game counts. You can't let off. If you lose, hopefully you're losing to a team that's undefeated, and those points will count more at the end of the year.
Yep.
And actually, I'm going to just give you a thought here. Let's just say we lose to Gulf Breeze, or let's just say we lose to Rickards Thursday night. All right? As Rickard goes on throughout the year, if they keep on winning, we get more points.
Right.
Because they're winning. And as those points, formulate, then at the end of the year, if they're undefeated or just 1 loss, we're getting a lot more points as if they would go on a losing streak.
Do you think we're stuck with this forever? Are we?
Coach said in the coaches show, which you wasn't listening. I'm a little disappointed that you wouldn't listen to my coaches show, but
sorry,
hurt my feelings a little bit.
I
But
was
anyways,
eating peanuts.
I know. He said he does not like it.
Nobody does that I've ever talked to.
But you know what he said he don't like it is because he wants to play. He because of the competitiveness in him, he wants to play if he makes it to state, he wants to play Miami.
Well, look,
Aquinas.
And that's a separate issue.
Well, that was his issue. He says he just wants the best. If they make it down there, I said, why you want to play against 20 D1 guys that transfer? And he talked about that. He said, well, they eliminate transfer in our recruiting. We would have beat that team about 3 or 4 years ago.
That ain't going to happen.
That ain't going to happen. I mean, we can't even stop it in Oakland County. So how can we stop it in Miami or wherever, Dade County, Orange County, whatever those counties are. But, yeah, they're going. He says they may look at it after this year and go back to that formula, though. I like splitting it up. Maybe they can do it a little bit better, but it keeps us from having to play a huge team down there that we have really, with our talent pool. I'm not saying we couldn't beat them.
Population-wise,
it's population. Schools down there can draw from, getting back to, let's just say Pensacola.
Yeah.
Catholic, I mean, these kids can go wherever they want to. Hey, I just moved over here, I moved over there, I moved over here, and that's how you get these stacked teams over here. Crestview, guess how many teams we got in Crestview? 1.
Yeah.
So
and it's kind of
and it's in an isolation. Nobody wants to drive up here because we ain't got a beach. So it's
off topic, but since we got a little time, I saw something. Have you ever heard that? And I don't know why the beach made me think of the pond over there by the library.
Twin Hills Park.
Twin Hills, yeah. That feeding bread to a
duck,
geese or a duck is bad. Have you ever heard that?
Man, I've done it my whole life.
I saw an awareness thing. It's not good for them.
Really?
According to this.
Is that a woke awareness?
I
don't know. I don't know, but I see them eating bread. I mean, they've been eating bread. I think the Twin Hills Park Ducks have lived on bread.
I mean,
I'm going to be honest with you.
I saw a thing.
Now, I'm not saying it couldn't swell their stomach. I'll tell you what's not good for them. is Alka-Seltzers.
Well, that is very
seagulls
are
seagulls
on the beach. Yes.
That's not a good. I don't know how I found that out.
We probably shouldn't give people ideas at home.
I went down to Orlando with my senior year for Core State something or other. I made some kind of state thing singing, and there was a couple band guys that went, and they were out there feeding seagulls. I think the last name was Williams.
No.
I'm going to go ahead and throw that on out there. I'm not for sure. That's a lot of Williams, right? They're going to kick it off. We are back in the, I would say, third quarter, but it's not the third quarter. It's just
back from intermission.
Back from intermission. But anyways, you don't want to feed the seagulls any kind of Alka-Seltzer type stuff. That's not good. Probably any animal I would think. Probably not good for them.
Probably not.
But anyways, how did we get on that? Bread at Twin Hills Park.
Something to do with the beach.
Man, I've spent, I ain't no telling how many loaves of bread I spent feeding ducks. When the kids were little, when y'all were little, we'd go down to Twin Hills Park and feed the ducks and take pictures on our little Kodak picture taker thing, and you had to run to Walmart to get them printed up or whatever, or Polaroid.
Instant.
Yeah, that was instant, man. That was better than digital.
That was the technology.
Woo, can you believe that? Wow. And I think that's coming back, I'm going to be honest with you.
I think I saw a Polaroid, like a newer version of one a while the other day.
Really?
Or advertising for one.
How about that?
Well, we're on offense, Tim, and we're on the Gator 40.
Chris, if you want to come back, I don't know. Can you text me?
Oh, if we're not on the radio.
No. Well, we're on YouTube.
We're on YouTube, so
you need to call it.
They can watch it.
There's flags.
Pass interference. Cole Metz, the intended receiver.
Let me call Big Chris.
And the officials are getting ready to mark that penalty off. The Gators. That'll move the ball down to the Gator 25-yard line and a first down and 10 coming up for the Dogs. Trips right, turtle back to pass. Good pocket presence, steps up. Incompletion. He tried to hit a guy as he was scrambling around.
I thought he had it.
I believe that was Green, the junior tight end, the intended receiver. Second down 10 coming up for the Dogs.
Dusty, I need you to look at your text, please. I don't think there's anybody. I don't know what happened.
Double stacked. Two receivers stacked to either side. One man behind his quarterback in the backfield. And they're going to lose the exchange. The Turtle tried to hand it off. And the Gators pick up the fumble recovery.
Dusty's going to run out to his car.
He don't have radio in his house?
Who does? My mom and daddy does, I'll tell you right now.
Do they?
Yep. And almost anybody that's got radio in their house has turned to one station, especially in Crestview. I think it's stuck on that station.
We'll set back up first down and 10 from the Gator 40.
Moving right to left on your radio dial, if you're staring at it right now.
Turtle receives a snap. Play action pass. Evading pressure as he's done most of the night. And has a completion out to Green for maybe a gain of 1. Second down and 9 coming up for the Dogs.
1 yard gain. Well, again, in the second part. We really can't tell you what's going to happen. It has been 2 scores for Escambia and no score for the Bulldog. I will tell you this. I would say, now I know Coach would love to score. Who wouldn't want to score? We got close, but if we can hold them to those 2 touchdowns and that's it, I think he would be very happy. The kind of team that we're playing tonight.
We have empty formation, 5 wide receivers. Turtle's going to fling a receiver screen out to the far side. Escambia, quick ball on that. They're just very quick to the ball. Really hard to run the little short screen passes against this team.
Loud and clear. Loud and clear, he says.
Number 2 on the reception.
No hum, Timothy. I used to get that a lot. Mr. Whitaker. There's a hum, Timothy. There's a hum, Timothy.
3rd down and 11. Empty formation for the Dogs. Turtle's still in the game. At quarterback. He's back to pass, and he's going to try another screen to the near side. And his intended target slipped. That's caught on the intended target. Slipped down and unable to get that completion. So 4th down and 11. Coming up for the Dogs.
All right, we got you. Dusty's giving me some sound advice. No pun intended. He's a sound man at church. I think he used to be the sound man. I don't know. He might be a frontliner now. I'm not.
No.
Yeah, I think he's a frontliner sometimes. But I think he runs the board still at the church. All right. I had some preacher want to be on the football this year, and he never did get up with me. I don't know. Maybe he just forgot or he changed his mind.
Rare handoff for either team tonight. That's going to go for a gain of 0 yards. New quarterback in the game. That's McQueen.
McQueen.
For the Dogs.
Very close to McQueen.
Very close.
McQueen. What is that? A Q or S? That's the 2.
Yep. The only difference.
Speak into the speaker. Who used to say that? Oh, I know. Somebody would always say, let's just speak into the speaker so we can hear you. That was Brinkman. Bob, Mr. Bull Ranger.
I'll tell you.
Back. McQueen dropped back.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard on that. Flag in the backfield. Pass is incomplete. I tell you, we gave old Brinkman me and Timmy must have gave him a heart attack. One of those.
Did y'all run away?
Things. That was the one where we snuck off and got in a canoe and got stranded out there in the middle of the lake. About 8 years old, 9 years old.
Oh, say it ain't so. Oh, I never found out about that until y'all told me a few years ago.
Yeah.
I think that's the way it works. My daddy found out all kind of stuff later on in life. Bulldogs moving left to right on the radio dial. It is 14-0 if you're keeping score at home. They're not keeping score here. That says 0-0. They're just running plays.
No clock.
No clock. It's like a scrimmage.
5 wide receivers. Queen on a quarterback draw, and he makes a couple of tacklers miss and spins his way for a first down. Nice run there by McQueen. About a gain of 12. Inside the Gator 30 down to the 29-yard line. First down and 10.
Boy, I would love to score here. Hopefully we've got a few more plays. That would be great.
We haven't been on defense this half, have we?
Oh, did we start on offense? Yeah, they kicked off, didn't they?
Yeah. Five wide receiver set again for Crestview. McQueen still in at quarterback. And he's awaiting the snap, and he's looking to his right. Now scrambling, now throwing across his body and almost intercepted.
Woo! That was close.
Ill-advised throw there. 2 men on the intended receiver that time. That was Cobb, the intended receiver. 2nd down and 10 coming up. And actually, I think we have reached our...
Is that it? We've reached our limit?
Yeah.
So we're swapping sides now. Bulldogs will be playing defense as Escambia will set their offense up. Moved the ball a little bit that series. Good run there by the quarterback there at the end. But then ill-advised pass. When you look at both quarterbacks, McQueen versus Turtle, Nosher, do you feel any difference at all?
Hard to tell right now. They've both been under a lot
duress.
of pressure. They haven't really had a clean pocket to work from. So just kind of tough to tell. I think Turtle has done a good job getting the ball out on the screens and the shorter throws.
Yeah.
As we say that, the Escambia quarterback's under pressure, and he's going to get sacked. And that is number 40 on the sack for the Dogs. That is senior defensive lineman Malcolm Haynes. Nice play there.
Hey, at least, I'll be honest with you, it's not burning up.
It's pleasant right now. I mean, for August.
Yeah.
They tried to get me to play golf Sunday. I looked at my phone and it was 114 heated days. So I said, no thanks.
Oh. You almost don't want to do nothing. Escambia back, moving left to right. They're going to stay the same direction as the Bulldogs on offense during this scrimmage session. Quarterback throws out to the top of he finds a receiver, but the Bulldogs are there and cover it. There's really no gain on the play as a little screen pass to the top of the field didn't go anywhere for Escambia. Bulldogs sniffing that out.
I'll say, like you said it earlier, the defense has really played well, other than maybe a couple
plays
coverages, but
early on too.
Yeah, it was early on. Yep, they've really done a nice job so far.
Escambia with the ball still, shotgun formation, 4 receivers, 2 on either side. Quarterback looks long. He's going to go deep down here to the near side, and it's caught over the shoulder catch down to about the 7-yard line. Now that's one of the prettiest throws tonight, Corey.
It wasn't bad coverage at all by Crestview. It took a perfect throw, and it was. And didn't even have to break stride, hitting right over the shoulder, right in the old breadbasket.
Yep, and that's seniors working with seniors, and after you have, 3 or 4 years of doing that, it sort of becomes all natural.
First down and goal from maybe the 3, we'll call it.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to throw again. And I'm telling you, a nice quick cut that time by the Escambia receiver. He cuts it out to the outside and finds another Gator touchdown. This PA guy,
he's good. Hey, let me tell you something. This gets me ready for Florida Gators.
Oh.
I mean, let me go ahead and say something. We're carrying Florida Gator football this year.
Really?
Troy opted out, and we decided to reach out to Florida, and they're going to let us start on our repeater, which is about a 20 or 30 mile radius, but also on the internet. If we can get our geofence up, we could go about 75 miles on the internet. So that's about our coverage area on the big. And then in a couple years, there's a possibility of renegotiating, getting them on the big radio station. But it's nice to have Florida Gators. And my son, about 3 or 4 years ago, fell in love with Florida Gators, and Todd Siegel was able to hook me up with some tickets. He's a season ticket holder. Your uncle's a season ticket holder too, right?
Yep.
And it's really a fun environment over there, especially at night, on into October where it's a little cooler. It's really neat. and looking forward to maybe going to a couple games.
And after the penalty, the extra point is good. The score will remain 0-0. According to the scoreboard.
According to the scoreboard, that's all that matters, ain't it?
That's what they say.
That's what they say. It's all in the scoreboard. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, guys.
We interrupt this scheduled program for breaking news. Let's go to our correspondent who's standing by at the toll booth of the Mid-Bay Bridge. Kathy, what can you tell us?
It's incredible, Mike. Cars are backed up as far as the eye can see, and they're all headed to Affordable Homes of Crestview.
The manufactured home dealership on Highway 85? Why?
Let's find out. Excuse me, sir. Why are you headed to Affordable Homes of Crestview?
Because we're tired of the cost of living down here. Homes are way too expensive, traffic is a nightmare, and we've had it with the homeowners associations. My old neighbor sold his house in Destin and bought a beautiful new manufactured home and a piece of property for a fraction of the cost of his old house. Now he's got plenty of space and a lot of money left over since they're better built at less than half the price.
Well, there you have it, Mike. They're headed to Affordable Homes of Crestview, where they can enjoy luxury living at affordable prices. Back to you.
Hello, this is Dixie Dan Powell. Just like in the courtroom, you got to be bulldog tough. It takes teamwork to get to the goal line and to win the game. Go Bulldogs. Call us, Powell Injury Law, 850-306-2667. That's 850-306-2667.
Hey, this is Amber with the Cottage Boutique and Formal Wear. Ladies, if you're looking for something for a special occasion, stop in and see us. And for the men, we also offer tuxedo rentals for prom, weddings, and anything that you really need them for. We are open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday from 10 to 1. We're closed on Sundays and Mondays. If you don't know where we're located and you happen to want to stop in and see us, we're at the corner of Wilson Street and Highway 90. And you can also call us anytime at 850-682-2446.
If you're in the market for a brand new custom home, maybe you have some commercial work that needs to be done or remodeling, there's one place to call, and that's VLM Construction Services at 850-305-2959. Lonnie Miller and his crew has been working in Florida and in Alabama for over 30 years. If you're within the sound of my voice, they have plenty of home sites available in Crestview and Baker. Don't hesitate to call for any of your construction needs. 850-305-2959.
We're back. Bulldogs taking on the Escambia Gators tonight in a what we'd call a scrimmage. Quarterback in shotgun. He's going to toss it across the middle, wide open. And once again, they trot down to inside the 10-yard line. And beautiful pass. Is that another quarterback that has come in, or is that the same one that has been?
Yeah. They've been alternating.
They've been alternating the quarterbacks, right? So they got a couple great quarterbacks, two seniors that are just fantastic. Still in the shotgun formation, one man in the backfield, four receivers, throw a little screen pass at the top. He's looking for he breaks a couple tackles. Could he slide in? He does.
I really hope that's getting out on the airway. That
sounds
should
good,
not be
wasted
on just the audience that we have here live and in person. He could do it professionally.
Yeah. Let's just put it this way. He's one of the better ones that we've heard.
Oh, Lord, yes.
Of course, this is Emmitt Smith Field, so, you got to come with the goods, right? You better. I will say they're not really the field goal guy is just barely getting them over. Maybe they don't care. That's not a big emphasis anymore, is it?
The field goal, I'll go ahead and tell you, when there's nobody rushing you, it's a little different.
Yeah, but they're barely going over. They should be, I would hope, really going over the goalpost. If there's nobody rushing, You should be busting that thing way back there.
I agree.
The clock says 0-0. I'm gonna. You know what? Let me just show you so you don't think I'm lying to you. Let's see if it will zoom in. Look at that score right there. It's been a defensive game tonight. The clock for some reason is stuck on 12 now. So that's what, 4 touchdowns now for the Gators. They still have the ball. They're still doing their series of plays. 2 receivers on either side of the ball. 1 man in the backfield for the quarterback. The snap, high snap, quarterback looks over this way. He's going to scramble. He throws it right now. Oh, got a man wide open across the field, and he'll catch it. About 20-yard pickup there.
Flag on the play, I think. Or a shoe on the play.
Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Yeah, a little shoe on the play.
These quarterbacks for Escambia is pretty pinpoint. They're doing a good job getting it to the receivers. Shotgun formation again, 4 receivers for the Gators, moving left to right. Quarterback drops back. He's looking to the far side, down the end zone, and almost intercepted. A great job of breaking that play up. Number 21 for the Dogs. We're going to swap it up.
Yep.
But number 21, I think that is Gabriel. I don't have my glasses on. Gabriel. You want to look at number 21? You got it.
Oh, I'm sorry. For us?
I can't read that
number
last
21?
name. Yeah, Gabriel. I got that, but it's almost blurry.
Where is Dusty when you need him?
Gottlieb.
Yeah. Yep.
Gottlieb. Yep.
I love it.
All right, so now the Bulldogs are going to be on offense. What a miraculous play of events here. All of a sudden.
Mercy.
Who is it, Nosher or McQueen?
That is going to be
Steve or Nosher? That's Nosher.
That's Turtle, yep.
Turtle. Shotgun. He's going to roll out here to the near side, look for his receiver. He's going to have to tuck and run, and he does. He's got some running room. He's going to be close to the first down.
Turtle.
Pretty good speed for a guy named Turtle.
Chasing the hare out of bounds for about 11 yards.
Oh, hare. You don't remember Burr Rabbit, do you? You don't. Did y'all have Burr Rabbit in school?
Not that I recall anyway.
If some of my folks are listening, my age group folks, y'all remember Miss Tyre, T-I-R-E. She was a substitute teacher a lot, and she would read Burr Rabbit to us. Nosher shotgun formation with 1 guy in the backfield. He's going to hand to him. Counter play, right?
Does it look like that we jump off sides right before the snap?
It sort of does. It looks like we're. I mean, if it's not, it's just. I mean,
it seems like we start a little early, but they're not calling it.
I mean, it's not calling it. It's all about the whistle and the scoreboard. And right now, the score is 0-0.
And we're threatening.
And we are threatening for the first time. Actually, Escambia has scored 4 touchdowns, and the Bulldogs are trying right here. This is the closest they've been. We're going to see if we can get it in. Trips on the top for Nosher. He's going to hand off right up the middle. Another good run. A push by the big line. Did they get in? Oh, wait, I can't tell where we're at.
Just short. About 3 yards.
About 3 yards, yeah.
That was number 13.
And that's pushing that big D line for the Gators.
Senior running back. I'm going Tua.
Tua. I like that.
Nice run.
I think he's a move-in.
For the senior.
He's still in there behind Turtle, the quarterback, Nathaniel Nosher. Shotgun formation. 4 receivers. This time he hands off again, and this time they're going to hit him behind the line of scrimmage. But he's still on his feet. Tua.
Just short.
Did he pick up any yardage there?
I think he got 1 or 2. Yeah. Got us a little closer. Looks like we're on the 1 yard line. I think we'll give him 2 yards.
If you're just tuning in via the radio or YouTube. We are playing next Thursday night. We've got somebody down on the ground. Let's see. He twisted something. They're going to go check on it. We'll take a quick break and see if we can do something here.
Hey football fans, this is Greg Watson with Till & Waters Real Estate, here with a thought for potential home buyers about recent interest changes and their effect on the local market. Fact is, builders and sellers have pretty much adjusted prices to offset interest rate increases. So a monthly payment today is not much different than it was at the beginning of the year. So don't think you might have waited too long to buy a home. Let's get together and find what's out there for you. Drop me a line or give me a call at 256-682-6605, or you can visit my website at gregwatsonrealestate.com.
Let me just tell you this, if you don't shop at Joey the Jewelers for all of your jewelry needs, you're missing out. He has all sorts of specials, and if you're a first responder, military, you need to go down there because there's added discounts just for you. Right now, watches are 20% off, all sorts of specials. You need to go to his Facebook page and find out all the deals. Joey the Jeweler on Main Street in Crestview.
We're back. That was Mr. Simmons. He just got his knee twisted. It looked like he, don't know if he was, I don't know, tripped up or something like that, but it looks like he's all right. Little toss sweep to the near side. He's going to go. He's going to score. Bulldogs are going to score. Yes, they do. That's the Bulldogs' first score tonight. Let's see what our kicking unit looks like. Bulldogs scoring for the first time tonight, late in this scrimmage, finally getting it across the goal line as the man in motion comes to the near side and gets the toss from the quarterback and just sweeps right into the left side. Just barely getting inside the pylon. So that's the first score tonight for the Bulldogs. And they're going to, we'll see what we're going to do. If we're going to try to go for extra point, or are we just going to run another play? We'll see what Coach decides to do here. I don't know. Looks like we're not going to try to worry about, he wants to work on plays. We're not working on kicking a dead ball through a field goal. I don't know.
They got second down over there.
I don't know what this is.
It was holding, was it not?
Well, he got in. His hands went up. The referee's hands went up, so it was a touchdown.
Oh, I got you.
So I don't know. I guess we're getting the ball back, and we're just not going to try to go for an extra point. Nosher had a man wide open to the far side, a little rollout screen from the running back, a little safety valve, and he threw a little short, incomplete. So now we're going to switch it up. Maybe that was that for two? Maybe they were going for two there.
I
don't know. So they're going.
Oh, we're lining up. We're lining up, Tim.
We're lining up. Oh, water break.
No, it's over.
It's over?
They're shaking hands.
They are shaking hands. So here's what's going to happen. Coach Grant said he wanted to come up if I can get his attention, and we're going to talk for a couple minutes. But if you need to roll, you bust right.
I'm on their time.
You're on their time. I might keep them here an hour.
You better not.
Well, the Bulldogs scored one touchdown, and the Escambia Gators scored 4 touchdowns. Let's just go ahead and say right now, the Gators most definitely has some fantastic talent.
Yeah.
Senior laden.
Yeah.
And great defensive line presence. Some great talent on the offense. Look for great things for Escambia this year. They're not in our district. They're below us, right? 1? Or are they 4? Or are they 3?
They are below us.
I think they're 3. We're 4. So that's a blessing in disguise. I'd hate to get, my goodness. They would compete very well in our region.
Yes, they would.
Our section. I mean, that's a team right there that's reckoning I mean, they're primed and ready to, especially being in this system that we're in. They don't play anybody probably past Tampa or Lakeland, you know, in their section or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to get coaches, I don't know. Maybe we'll just wait and save it.
I'd save it.
We'll save it for the coaches' show. Your final score here, as the horn goes off, was 4 scores for the Gators.
0-0.
Yeah, it says 0-0. And 1 score for the Bulldogs. We appreciate you staying tuned in. Don't forget, Thursday night is our next game, our first home game against Rickards. Look for that to be an explosive game from Rickards, as they have a running back coming over that's supposed to be explosive. That looks like an NFL guy. So another team that has an NFL guy back to back. So appreciate everybody. And we're going to go ahead and sign off, and we'll see you guys next week.